Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy BBO Boxing coming to you live and direct. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy BBO. Had to come check in with y'all. You know, it's a lot to talk about. We ain't get to talk about, but it's a couple things I do want to speak about. So we all know what's going on with the whole sweepstakes. Something that I really can say has been bothering me about this, and I'm sure you heard this as well, is that I'm really seeing guys put their whole careers on the line and only waiting on Canelo to do something. At the end of the day, I don't know how a grown man can think he can feed his family off what happens with someone else. I mean, we all heard Jamel say, "Hey, why don't we have a undisputed versus undisputed?" I'm sure they can meet somewhere at that 150, 164, 166, somewhere around there. But truth be told, man, we got to have more guys there to be great. I mean, why is David Morrell not screaming David Benavidez's name? Why in the world are we not hearing Boo Boo Andre say, "I want to fight David Morrell"? Why don't he say, "I want to fight Demetrius, David Benavidez"? I mean, we just got to get more guys fighting each other. And if you guys get out there and fight each other, or let's be honest, they got a guy that nobody really knows named Beterbiev that's up there, and he seemed to take on all comers. So you think if you're one of those guys at 168, you can't come up there and get a big fight with him? I mean, I'm telling you, man, the whole thing that's going on in boxing, man, it's a travesty, man. We got so many guys only caring about, you know, making money, which is a good thing. I mean, you got to make money, but there's no way you can tell me that you got to sit here and wait on Canelo Alvarez to get that big payday. At the end of the day, if you are great, if you feel like you're great, you got to go out there and prove it. And that's the thing not too many guys are doing. You don't hear nobody out there, taking tough fights. Nobody's out there saying, "You know what, I'm going to make sure I take this tough fight so you can't deny me." Remember when Danny Jacobs got the Canelo fight? Why did he get the Canelo fight? A lot of people don't understand why he got that fight. One of the reasons why Danny Jacobs got that fight is because Danny Jacobs had beat like 4 or 5 guys that were undefeated. And so when it came down to it, he had to get his shot. They had to give him his shot. You can't deny him. And it's just so funny, man. Over the years in boxing, you got people who really, have made their bones and made their career off dissing Canelo. And I'll be honest, I've had to learn how to do some things different when it came to Canelo, because I'm thinking to myself, like, come on, man, it's unrealistic for me to think he can fight everybody. I mean, that's unrealistic. That can't happen. So I guess it's just crazy to me, man. You got so many guys that they're talking about, oh, yeah, Canelo need to do this, Canelo need to do that. At the end of the day, why don't you do it? Why don't you fight these guys and then get a Canelo shot? All those guys that got that shot at Floyd, they put a lot of work in. Miguel Cotto put a lot of work in. Sugar Shane Mosley put a lot of work in. Only person, but he had already put his work in, was Oscar De La Hoya. He had already put his work in. And that's the thing, man. You got way too many guys in boxing that want something for nothing. You can't do nothing and say, "I want to fight Canelo Alvarez." You can't do that. And I'm telling you, man, the thing that he keeps doing, like going up to 175, fighting Bibble, everybody talk crazy. My co-host Prize Fight used to say all the time, he's kibbles and bits, this, that, and the third. And guess what? When he got up there, Canelo got beat up. But at the end of the day, Canelo was interested in taking that fight. So just thinking about this in this whole totality is just showing me that, hey, not many guys are doing what it takes to be great. And if you don't do what it takes to be great, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear why you didn't get this. I don't want to hear why you ain't get this shot or that shot. At the end of the day, man, you got to go out there and get it for yourself. And waiting on Canelo to feed you, it's not a good idea. It's not very smart. It's not going to happen. I mean, like I said, we seen David Benavidez fight Caleb Plant, but that's after Caleb Plant had lost. They both had, one had the IBF, which was Caleb Plant, and the other had the WBC, Muhammad Ali's belt. Why didn't they fight? Who knows? The funny thing about boxing, it seems like once guys get a loss, they're willing to do whatever. But it always takes them getting a loss. Once they get a loss, they're willing to fight it, whatever. Keith Thurman had no desire to fight Errol Spence when he was coming up. Zero desire to fight Errol Spence. But as soon as he lost to Manny Pacquiao, all of a sudden, I want that fight. I want that fight. I want that fight. And you know the funny thing about it, man? That's that clown stuff that we get in boxing. We just get guys talking on and on what they want and not putting the work in. And we all know nothing comes without the work. One of my favorite things about it is when you work, it happens for you. You don't got to have nobody to back you. You ain't got to have nobody to show you. All you got to do is put the work in and the results come. The funny thing is when you look at Demetrius Andrade, but if Demetrius Andrade felt like he was as good as he should have been, why did he jump Jermell Charlo? I don't want to hear about the business. I don't want to hear this didn't happen. I don't want to hear that didn't happen. At the end of the day, you ducked him and the fight didn't happen. I don't want to hear about Rock Nation. Whatever money you feel like you lost, you could have easily made up if you beat him. And that's the thing. These guys are not thinking about that. You got to remember the great Floyd Mayweather took a 70-30 split versus Oscar De La Hoya. Why did he do that? And he wasn't the A side. Oscar was the A side. He did that because he knew he could beat Oscar. And there was nothing stopping him from doing it. When he wanted to leave Bob Arum, he spent $750,000 of his own money to do so. You got to bet on yourself. Too many guys are getting caught up in this whole thing about, oh, I'm with this promoter, I'm with that promoter. Cut the games. If you a real life fighter, man, you got the money to get out that contract. Get out that contract and go fight who you want, or tell the guys that you want to fight who you want. One of the things I'm going to say, hey, as everybody knows, I was dead wrong about Ryan Garcia. That's one of the first times I can ever remember I picked with my heart, and I end up being wrong, and that happens. But the thing I gotta say, it's a doggone shame that the Mexican kid that everybody wants to make jokes about or talk bad about, is the only one with a pair of nuts to go up there and fight Tank. Say what you want, man. You got to go out there and make these fights happen. You can't talk about it. You can't say you wish you would do this. You can't say you want to do that. At the end of the day, bro, you got to go out there and be great. Shout out to my man, Athletic Mind. I think the craziest thing about boxing in general is that we just getting so many fighters, man, not wanting to do it, not wanting to put the work in. One of the funny things is, you know, we talk about Sugar Shakur. Sugar Shakur is one of the rare fighters that seems to want to fight everybody. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. Hold on. My man said, he said, turn that Lakers Warriors game on. You ain't no ball fan. You sound crazy, dude. I've been watching the Lakers since 1996. Salute to my man. He said, Wes Crawford thought this way. You know what? And that's the problem that we getting in boxing. We just getting so much of people not having any nuts. Not saying, you know what? If I lose, I lose. If I lose, I lose. Whatever happens, happens. At the end of the day, you're not going to win every fight. If you lose, you're going to be legendary because you were willing to take the fights. At the end of the day, when I look at Roberto Duran, he lost a bunch of his big fights. But guess what Roberto did? Roberto had nuts to go fight these guys. At the end of the day, everybody want to give Floyd a hard time. Yeah, I'm sure Floyd could have fought Winky Wright. Yeah, I'm sure Floyd could have fought Triple G at 154, but he didn't. Salute to my man Bentley. He said your Guardians just got beaten in the ninth inning. Crazy. He said they're scared of making money and scared of losing. Salute to my man Bentley. You know what's funny about this is a side note to my man Bentley. It's crazy because we got the best the best pitching, I think, in the American leagues, but we still don't have the bats. So at the end of the day, the Guardians are gonna do like we always do. We're gonna win the division and do nothing. But back to boxing. They're scared to make money, and that's an absolute fact because if you want to make some money, the money's there. The money's there. Dude, if you go out there and take them tough fights, there's always going to be somebody willing to pay you. There's always going to be somebody willing to give you a shot. Man, people talk about Brandon Rios, but guess what, man? Brandon Rios, Sean Porter, a lot of guys with multiple losses, man, these guys got nuts, man. These guys were not scared to get in the ring. If I lose, I lose, but I want to see if I'm the best. We talk about Terrence Crawford, one of my favorite fighters. I always got to say that. One of my favorite fighters is Terrence Crawford. But don't have no nuts. Don't want to go up there and see what he can do with Errol Spence. And the funny thing is, I think he might stop Errol. But guess what? What'd he do? Let himself get old. Talking about he don't want to take this, he don't want to take that. At the end of the day, if you can beat him, just say, put me in the ring. Put me in the ring and I'll show you the rest. That's the funny thing about it. Sports is one of the only playing fields in life where you can show what you can do up front. You ain't got to wait. You ain't got to hold on. It can happen now today. And what we not getting is we not getting these fighters that's hungry and that want to go out there and prove themselves. And it's crazy because it makes no sense, man. Salute to my dog right here. He said Porter made stupid money because he wasn't scared of challenges. That's an absolute fact. Shawn Porter is probably one of the best welterweights we've seen in the last 20 years. You say, why you say that, BVO? I say that because Shawn Porter was not scared to take a challenge on. Shawn Porter did what he had to do to get the fight done. He went in there and got beat to death by Kell Brook. But guess what? He still came back, still wanted to get in there and fight. And that's what it's all about. Went in there, got beat to death by Terence Crawford, but wasn't scared. Said, hey, I lost, whatever. It happens. I mean, he was getting beat so bad. His daddy ran up there, threw the towel. He's slamming his gloves on the ring because he knew he was in there getting beat up. Hey, and that's the funny thing about it. Too many fighters don't understand. Ali got beat to death. Joe Frazier got beat to death. Only fighter who didn't get beat up bad is Floyd. It's Floyd, and Floyd took his lumps in the ring. He did. But the thing is, these guys don't want to get out there and fight. And they're killing the sport. They're killing the number one sport in the world, which is boxing. They're killing it. It's crazy, man. They're killing the sport. You said Porter fought Brook when Brook was in his prime. Absolutely, he fought him in his prime. Hey, and guess what? After Shawn Porter beat Devin Alexander, he could have been corny and said, hey, you don't get no shot till I say. But he didn't. He went and gave him a shot, and Kell Brook proceeded to beat him to death. And that's what he did. An undefeated Shawn Porter. And I'll tell you something funny. I believe the best version of Shawn Porter was the Shawn Porter we seen against Danny Garcia. That's the best version of Shawn Porter, I thought. Him boxing, still with that rough and tough, he a rough and tumble brother. We all know that. That was cool. But the fact is, this kid added a little bit of boxing to his game where he wasn't just running in there blindly, with his head on the line like he did against Crawford. And I'll tell you what, I give Terence Crawford a lot of credit for going in there and knocking Shawn Porter out. I give Errol credit for going ahead and putting him on the canvas. At the end of the day, though, why in the world are we not getting that fight? Why in the world have we not seen Beterbiev versus Bivol? That's a travesty. That's an absolute travesty that we haven't seen that. Why don't nobody bring up the fact that David Benavidez, a.k.a. the Mexican Monster, had a chance to fight Beterbiev, and he's bigger than Beterbiev, and he didn't fight him. At the end of the day, man, these guys can say, hey, I don't want to take a fight that's high risk, low reward. Deontay Wilder did that. No one wanted any parts of your boy King Kong Ortiz. Nobody wanted any parts of King Kong Ortiz. Not on the Flair playing field. Anthony Joshua would have fought him, but it was going to be on short notice. If Tyson Fury fought him, it was going to be on short notice. And Dillian White wanted nothing to do with it. He ended up fighting Cruz. I can't remember one of the Spanish kid that he ended up knocking out. And then we found out we could never find his B sample because he tested dirty. And that's the funny thing. If it ain't steroids, then we got the fighters that want to touch each other. I was watching a press conference with Don King, and he was talking to Adrian. He was talking with Adrian Brown and Kevin Cunningham. Adrian Brown is coach now. I don't know if he's with Stafford anymore, but I've seen him with Kevin Cunningham. And I'll tell you what I took from that conversation. You seen the old man, Don King, saying, you know what? These fighters don't want to fight each other. I'm only here to make the big fights. I get the people what they want. Guess what? When Don had his control of boxing, we got the best fights. We got the fights we wanted. Say what you want about him and Bob Arum. When they were both number one and they used their sons, we had the best fights all the time. There was never, we're not getting this fight because of this. We're not getting this fight because of that, which is all cap. I don't understand what's going on in boxing, man. I'm telling you, it's getting worse. These guys don't want to fight. They missing their time. We're not getting nothing that we need. And that's the part, and that's what's killing the sport. So if you ever want to know why boxing does not resemble what you seen as a kid, or doesn't resemble what you hear the old heads talking about, it's because we're not getting the fights. And then when we do get the fights, you get a guy like Ryan Garcia, right, who gets nothing but killed. He got killed. He got killed for getting knocked out. At the end of the day, there's no shame in losing the Tank. There's no shame in losing to Tank Davis. Tank Davis is a very fierce fighter. He went in there and lost. But it's funny how then they want to bring up that he quit. Did he quit? I think so. But come on, you got to bring that up to cut him down after his first loss. And that's why guys don't want to fight, because as soon as a guy loses, the fans want to take him apart and say, oh, he can't fight. He ain't this. He ain't that. And that's all kept. Salute to my man. Is that Marlos? He said Don King Don King was the best promoter, and he was. He challenged everyone's fighters. He did. And the thing that Don King understood that a lot of people don't understand is that, you know what? I'm not going to make no money if I don't go out there and make it happen. I'm not going to make no money if I don't go out there and see what my guys can do. But the fact is, we got a whole freaking division at 168 with a bunch of guys on the same side of the street, so to speak, that don't want to get in the ring and fight each other. It's ridiculous. At the end of the day, the last time I seen David Morrell fight, David Morrell was fighting Hapu from The Simpsons and beat him to death. Who in the world want to see David Morrell fight Hapu from The Simpsons? I didn't want to see him fight him. I didn't want to see that. Then we got Jamal Charlo, who's been out the ring for 2 years. For 2 years. And he don't get stripped. For 2 years, he's been out the ring, and then they talking about him with David Benavidez. Stop the cap. He's not fighting anybody like that coming out the gate. Anybody like that is about a year away, if not more. So that's the part about boxing that's just sickening. You're watching guys over and over and over again go out of their way to not take the best fight. Go out of their way not to make the most money. And it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's killing the sport. If you want to know why, and again, I keep saying this, if you want to know why boxing ain't what it used to be, it's because guys are not going out there challenging themselves. You got to challenge yourself to be great. You got to see what you really can do. It can't be, I'm going to make this happen or blah, blah, blah. Salute to my man, Dub Brightside. What do you say? We in the building. Hey, and I called my man Dub Brightside out to a debate. I really wanted to debate my man Dub Brightside. That's my brother right there. But Dub, me and you got to debate, bro. We got to debate, man. We got to debate because I feel like, you know what, I really feel like my man Dub Brightside is one of those rare guys in this boxing game that shoot it straight. And I love that. I love that. I love when guys shoot it straight. You don't tell me you don't tell me what you want to say. You tell me what you actually seeing with your own two eyes. And that's what we got to get more in boxing. We got to stop getting guys just saying whatever, trying to fight. It's a doggone shame. It's more heat in the doggone chats than it is in the doggone rings. That's retarded. Salute. What's up, Doug? What's up, bro? I see I called you out today, man.
Yeah, hold up, man. Hold up. First things first, as always. Shout out to my brother, man.
Man, Doug can hear me. Can you hear me, bro?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
I think you on mute, dog.
No, I'm not on mute. Hold on.
I can't hear my man, Doug. But it's just so funny, man, in boxing, like I was just saying, man, they're killing the sport, man. And now you got people like Jake Paul coming in, Logan Paul coming in, and guess what, man? They're going to bleed the sport dry.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
I can hear myself in the chat. Hold on.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
You said it was me. Hold on.
Anybody in the chat, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, bro. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Now I can't hear you, BVO. I see you talking, but I can't hear you.
Hey, Dub, can you hear me?
Now I can't hear you. I can hear you now, bro. I can hear you.
You hear me now?
Talking, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? That's crazy. Hold on, let me see.
Now I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Let me check my earphones, y'all. 1 second. Oh, that's what it is. My earphones went out. My bad. Okay, I'm back. Hey,
testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
My earphones went out. My bad.
Hold up, man. First things first.
What's
Shout
up,
out to
brother?
my brother BVO, man. Shout out to my brother. It ain't nothing but love. I seen the message.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I catch y'all. I got you. I get your notifications. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's why I try to come through. I got you. I see you polls, and then I see I'm calling Dub Brightside out for a debate. This is what I see. Now, this is interesting to me. The first thing I gotta say is this. The first thing.
What's that?
If you're about this debate, like why you ain't in the tournament?
I didn't even know about it. I didn't know about it.
Man, you gotta get man. I can't get you in now. It's too late now, but damn. Go ahead.
No, you know what it be, man. I'll be honest. I follow I follow some channels and stuff, but I always don't look at it because I don't want to be accused of trying to steal nobody's content and nothing.
Man,
so
damn, listen, damn, real quick.
Go ahead.
Just because you have a similar opinion to somebody else don't mean you stealing nothing. That's the first thing. Now the second thing is this though. What you want to smoke with, man? You got smoke with me. I didn't even know my brother had smoke with me. I didn't know this.
No, I heard you say something about Canelo, and I'm trying to figure out I was saying I didn't hear you don't be giving Canelo his props, man. I wanted to know why.
Where was I at when you heard me say this? Where was I
at? You was like on your after show, I think.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Now this is the first thing.
Okay.
I give Canelo his props. I give him his props when they're due. I'm saying this is what I'm saying. And even the John Ryder fight. I don't really fuck with the John Ryder fight. I didn't think that was a good fight. I didn't think Canelo looked good in that fight. But at the same time, I don't put that on Canelo. I put that on Boo Boo. And because if Boo Boo would have made the fight with Zach Parker, then it would have never been a goddamn John Ryder fight, in my opinion.
No, it would have.
But if you want to discuss Canelo, I had no problem with it. I had no problem with it whatsoever. I respect him. I just think that unfortunately he on the downslide right now.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Salute to my man Bentley said that's an OG talking. Talking about you, Doug. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But me and you've been watching boxing a long time. When have we seen a guy with 60-something fights, 63 fights or more, not look different? You remember how Ali started looking around 60 fights?
No. I mean, I'm not Canelo. First thing, he had one of the most, especially at this current moment in time, he has one of the most decorated, if not the most decorated career currently in the sport of boxing. So I give him credit for that. The thing is although I give him credit for that piece of it, I still got to say, I mean, I can tell you what I'm saying. And the brother High Guard, respectfully, he need to get out that damn High Guard. He need to go back to the old Canelo where he kept his head off the line, where he used that upper body movement. The footwork ain't never been fantastic, but I watched Canelo for years use upper body movement in ways that a lot of fighters can't use it. You know what I'm saying? And I literally watched him in the John Ryder fight go to the motherfucking High Guard. The High Guard was raggedy. You know what I'm saying? He was getting hands put on him by John Ryder, getting punched through the High Guard, which I didn't think John Ryder had that much skill. I watched John Ryder fight Danny Jacobs. I thought Danny Jacobs won the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, it was a close fight. It was a close fight. I scored a 7-5. It is what it is. But at the same time, it was a close fight. All I'm saying is that at the end of I scored a 6-4. I don't know why I said 7-5. 6-4, excuse me. But although, that is what it is, man, what you tell me, what praise does Canelo deserve at this current moment in time? What praise does he deserve?
Well, that's what I'll say when it comes to Canelo. So, and I'll be honest, I got to give my homeboy Q credit for this. He kind of cooked me on something. I had to think of it. And then I went and looked at all of Canelo's fights, all of his resume. Why is everybody waiting on Canelo and not fighting and having their own career?
No, but we know that. We already know that's what they're doing. And that's no knock on Canelo, though. That's and hence the reason I said what I said earlier about Boo Boo. And I don't know if you heard, I brought this up on my channel the other night, and they were saying, because, my question is, what's next for Canelo? I think Canelo is boxed in. I say he boxed in. Now, the way I see him being boxed in ain't how everybody else see him being boxed in. When you bring up the Charlos of the world, the Maul Charlos, big, quote unquote, big Charlo. I call him little Charlo. I think male big Charlo. But when you bring up Maul, when you bring up Boo Boo, I don't want to hear those names. I don't want to hear none of them names. The names I need to be hearing right now are Benavidez, Morrell, Bivol at 60. At 68. At 68 for undisputed. Those are the fights I'm interested in. And so and this is why I say he boxed himself in. Although he does have a way out, in my opinion. I'm gonna tell you the way out in a second.
Is that gonna be Berlanga?
You know it. You already know it's gonna be Edgar Berlanga. That's why Matchroom went and got him. Matchroom went and got him. They went and got him just for Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at Edgar Berlanga, I'm a fan of Berlanga, bro. I think he can fight. But in the past few fights, we have seen so many holes in his game. If I don't think he can withstand anything Canelo's going to put on. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I do think Benavidez can. I do think Morrell can. I do think shit. We already seen what Bivol does. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know, man. I want to know. Hey, I ain't got no problem debating you. I had no problem. Let me know what. Give me the topics. If you want to do Canelo, we can do it. Give me the topics and we'll make it happen. I ain't got no problem with that, brother.
Oh yeah, and what I'll say is this: one thing that messed me up that I think a lot of people forget about, and I looked it up when David Benavidez got stripped.
Yep.
That your boy Mauricio Sulaiman offered him Beterbiev.
Yep.
And he said no.
He was supposed to move up to 175. He couldn't make at that current moment in time. He wasn't able to make the weight. Then he also got stripped for the cocaine. Well, we know how they went.
Yeah.
But he was, like you said, he was offered the Beterbiev fight right after. You know what I'm saying? After. Okay, don't worry about Canelo right now. You can move up to 75. And he didn't want that fight. I ain't gonna say he was scared, but he knew. I just think he felt like, man, you go watch Beterbiev work out and shit, doing damn wrist twist with the goddamn the bar that some people lifting some days. So no. All I'm saying, I didn't think he wanted that fight. So I can't say Canelo ducked anybody. I mean, if you want to talk about 160, that's one thing. But talking about 168 at this current moment in time, I can't say Canelo ducked anybody. I can't say that. But at the same time, I can say I think he done been backed into a corner, especially after taking this Ryder fight. Ryder had more success than I expected him to have success with. When I watched John Ryder, he looked like I thought he was a domestic level fighter, honestly.
Yeah, he really is. Commonwealth type fighter.
Right. And so when he did, and I'm not saying he wasn't just winning rounds on Canelo, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I thought Canelo would stop him. I thought Canelo would stop him earlier, or not even earlier. He didn't stop him at all. But I thought he would stop him somewhere about the 6th round or something. And then when I saw how Canelo was kind of getting off early in the fight, Canelo gas tank, it does suffer later in the fight. So I expected that piece of it. But at the same time, that's why I thought he would turn up early. And Canelo, I feel like he done got too used to going with the, all right, it's your turn, now it's my turn. It's your turn, now it's my turn. It's your turn now. He done got too used to that. And so when if you get into a fight with Benavidez, there's not going to be, it's a your turn. He's going to be throwing punches at your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be, it's a your turn. And so I think he got a little too comfortable. And at the end of the day, man, the man, like you said, 60 plus fights. When you bring in the training camps, the man been fighting professionally since he was damn near 15. You bring in the training camps, you bring in all the professional fights. Shit, it ain't gonna do nothing but take a toll. And so, although Canelo, what is he, 32, 33, somewhere in there?
32.
He's what we could call an old 32. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily father time in this situation. It's just the work rate of the sport of boxing and how it's going to wear on you. And so, them guys back in the day, they had a whole different type of stamina, a whole different type of training. We give Canelo credit for fighting 2-3 times a year. These dudes was fighting 5, 6, 7 times a year. You know what I'm saying? So
don't forget Canelo just came off fighting was it 3 or 4 times the year before?
He fought last year he fought 3 times.
Yeah.
He done fought. He might be able to get 3 in this year. I know he'll get 2 in for sure. We got to see how it happens. But now it's just going to come down to what the next fights are for him, and how he's gonna. Because, like I said, and that's what Berlanga. This is the perfect time to bring Berlanga in there. Although Berlanga, I think he's talented, the lack of experience. I talked to my brother, or I don't want to call no names on your channel. My apologies. I talked to one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, Berlanga's Puerto Rican, and my brother, he followed all the Puerto Rican fighters, and he'll tell me, man, Berlanga, man, back in the day, he was known for his boxing skills. Then he went on his knockout streak, right? And then after the knockout streak, this is when we started to see flaws in his game. And I was like, well, that possibly because he started stepping up in competition. He wasn't fighting bums. Well, I'm not going to say bums.
Cans.
There we go. He wasn't fighting cans, cab driver. He wasn't fighting the average, the man selling tacos at the stand. You know what I'm saying? He was getting up into real competition. So we start to see those flaws in him. And the way we saw him, Eddie Hearn and Golden Boy saw him, in my opinion. That's why they said, hey, we can make this fight. We can bring him over here. You know, he's been on suspension. I think he's off suspension now from the ear biting shit, but
which was crazy.
Was it the ear or the neck? It was one of them.
He bit his neck, I thought.
Yeah, his neck. Yeah,
he bit his neck. Yeah.
It was some crazy
weird.
shit. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
biting his neck.
and then he kind of laughed about it afterward, like, all right, bro, you got it. But
yeah,
it's just now it seems like that's gonna be the next. I keep hearing Bivol, but then I hear Canelo say Bivol at 75, but then I hear Bivol say, man, if I fight him, I need something out of it this time. I want to fight him at 68 for the titles. I want to fight him for undisputed, which is that's a good. I mean, I ain't got no problem.
More than fair.
Facts. If we're gonna shit, bro, you remember the first time they fought the man? It was a question if the man was gonna get paid.
Yeah, he said, "What did you want me to fight?" I remember that like mid before the negotiations. What do you want me to fight? Let me know. We got to know if it's gonna be 68 or 75. But see, this is the thing I'm saying that just a piggyback off what you said is you got David in there, and David to me looked really horrible defensively. He got away with what he got away with because it was Caleb Plant. And the funny thing about it is, if you watch David, yeah, he's good, but he got to work on his defense. It's the same thing. And I'm one of those guys who like the Mexican come forward style. And I'm telling you, just like Fundora, these guys are going to get beat to death if they don't have their defense together, bro.
Hey, BVL, give me 1 second. Don't keep going. Hold your thoughts on that because I want to get you. I got to do one thing real quick. Give me 1 second, bro.
No problem. But hey,
what's up, man? What you got? What you need?
My bro gonna take a quick break real quick. But I'm gonna tell you the funny thing about it. When we talk about this boxing game, it's nothing. It's to me. I don't think everybody understands. Man, this is the greatest sport there is. Not basketball, not NFL football. None of that stuff can even compare to what boxing is. Boxing is the same thing that built Madison Square Garden. So when you hear your boy BBO be disappointed or frustrated about boxing, that's why. We're talking about the greatest sport there is. And for some reason, these guys are not taking their career serious. And I'm telling you, it does nothing but hurt the game. If we had that Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford fight last year, like when we won it, dude, that would have set this beautiful year we done had off to the moon. But what we keep getting is guys not going out there daring to be great. But you know the funny thing is, I want to know what you guys are thinking, man. Come in the comments, let me know what you guys thinking, what fights you guys want to see. I just tell you what, man, it really don't matter to me, man. I just want to see some great fights. I know Jenna Beck's about to fight Butler. I see Jenna Beck destroying him.
He's going to beat the shit out of him.
He's going to destroy him. There's a reason why Demetrius Andrade left 160. He won't keep it real.
I don't know about that. You think he ducked him?
Man, he ducked Jenna Beck.
He did duck him, bro. He was ordered. He was ordered that fight twice too. He was ordered that fight twice.
And see, that's what he do. That's what Boo Boo has done since he's got in the pros.
What? Fuck his career up. Fuck his career up. Is that what we?
That's what he do. You telling me fight Jenna Beck wouldn't have been a big fight? That would have been the biggest fight you had in years.
Shit, he might have lost that fight.
Not might have. He's faded. He's faded. He's not. See, the thing is, we all got a Demetrius Andrade in our head come out the amateur as the number one prospect.
Right. We got
that.
He's not that.
He's not that no more. It's just like what Sugar Shakur is now. Like we all know Tank's going to roll everybody other than Sugar Shakur.
No, we don't know
That's
that.
going.
We don't know that at all.
We don't know because we don't know until they get in the ring. I think Sugar Shakur might be his only challenge down there.
And I think Devin beat both of them.
Now that's a good conversation. Let's talk about how the pillow fisted two-time undisputed.
You gotta stop disrespecting this man. You gotta stop. See.
Who did he beat?
Let me ask
who did he beat?
Who did any of them beat?
What do you mean?
He beat a Linares, a JoJo Diaz, a Gamboa, a Cambosis. That's who he beat. Who did Tank beat?
See, I give you that.
And bring up Brian Garcia. Bring up Brian Garcia.
No, I can't bring up Brian. What's the one guy? What was the big dude he beat? Oh man, I can't remember his name. Tank? I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I keep wanting to say Zepeda, but it's not Zepeda.
No, he did. Yeah, Zepeda.
Yeah, Zepeda. So, I mean, if you think about that,
Zepeda was coming up in weight. He wasn't no big guy. He was coming up in weight.
I mean, at the end of the day, nobody on Devin's resume compared to Leo Santa Cruz, and you know that. You know that.
Oh, until this coming week. I mean, excuse me, until next weekend when he beats Lomachenko, and then I want you to give him all the credit in the world and say that he has the best resume at 135 at this current moment in time when he beats Lomachenko. Can we agree on that?
We agree on that. I'll say just that because you know what?
No problem.
This is the funny thing, and this is the funny thing I want to hear you say. Now, when T.O. beats Josh Taylor, I want you to say, I was wrong about Teofimo Lopez.
I would look. Hold on. I got, and this is my thing right here. It's crazy. I actually like Teofimo Lopez. My problem is him and his daddy talk so much. and this is why I can make a clear comparison to Bill Haney. Mm-hmm. Bill talks so much. I'd be like, bro, you'll listen to me talk about this shit sometimes, and I'll be like, hey, bro. It is what it is, man. I done been on the panel with Bill, and I know Bill be capping. I know he be capping. It is what I asked Bill specifically a question, and he talked all the way around it, and then started talking about some other shit. At that current moment in time, I said, all right, I just got to be real. I rock with Dev, but Bill's gonna get up here capping. It is what it is.
Yeah, Bill's a liar, man. I know you call it cute.
Cap, lie, whatever you want to call it. No, I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem with it.
The dude's a known liar. I mean, he lied about having contracts that he didn't have. He lied about...
We don't know. See, this is the problem. When it comes to the contracts and the thing behind the scenes, we really don't know exactly what has been offered. I know individuals who have direct knowledge, quote unquote, direct knowledge about certain situation, and they say, no, Bill, he is telling the truth about this, but then the problem is, I don't know when to believe you because you might be telling the truth, but then you come out of your cap so damn much and be lying. It's hard for me to distinguish what's reality and what's kind of just made up in your mind. Respectfully to Bill, and I say that respectfully.
Hey, that's L.A. Bill, man. That's what everybody call him, L.A. Bill, man. Because this is the funny thing about it. You talk about this, and I'm gonna tell you, this is the one thing that got me with Devin Haney. Devin Haney was talking all this crazy stuff about Gary Russell Jr.
All right, hold on. So but before you, I'm gonna let you cook on that, I promise. Mm-hmm. But I just want you to admit one thing. Mm-hmm. So you do have a personal vendetta against Devin. You just said
I don't have a personal vendetta. I'll be honest. I don't like his style. That's the main thing with Devin.
Him and Shakur got the same fucking style.
They do, but they don't.
The only difference in their style is Shakur, he doesn't utilize footwork nearly as much. He utilizes, like Canelo, more upper body movement than anything. You know what I'm saying? And he's more comfortable fighting on the inside. The difference, but the opposite of that is Devin isn't as comfortable as Shakur, not nearly as comfortable as Shakur fight on the inside.
In the mid range either.
No, I disagree with the mid range.
On the mid range,
I think both of them are pretty even at the mid range. The thing is when Devin is at mid range versus Shakur being at mid range, is going to look different because Devin is longer, and so
he's going to hold you. He's going to hold you.
No, he's going to hold you on the inside. He's going to hold you on the inside. He's going to grab you on the inside. I give you that. But hold on. All right, now watch this. Now, Devin, I give you that. Devin going to clinch. Is clinching a part of boxing?
It is.
All right,
But
now
I hate it.
Second question. Did you not watch Tank Davis? I mean, Ryan wasn't even throwing punches, and Tank just kind of rushed in clinching. Did we not see that happening?
We seen that. We seen that live.
And so all I'm saying, nobody says nothing about it when Tank is clinching, but when it's Devin, and this is the reason why, because Tank can knock you out, and Devin gonna outbox you. Regardless of how we look at it, clinching is a part of the sport. And so when you want to utilize that and say, hey, he does this a lot. I got it. I ain't mad at that. But at the same time, get a man credit where he deserves the credit. I don't watch this man I watched him in both Kambosos fights.
Mm-hmm.
In the Linares fight before that, right? In the Jojo Diaz fight. I watched him show a different style in each of those fights. Against Jojo Diaz, he fought more on the inside. Against Linares, he fought more on the inside. Against Kambosos, what did he do? He stuck to his outboxing. No, the first one. Oh yeah, the first one he was an outboxer. He stuck strictly to. I mean, he beat Kambosos with a jab and occasionally a cross with it, if he needed to throw. If he needed to, that's just the truth. And so, and then we watched him even in the second fight. He fought more from the mid range than the inside or from long distance against Kambosos in the second fight. And so I can tell you how Devin, and my last point, then I'm gonna let you cook. When Devin was fighting on the inside or attempting to, right, against Linares, against Jojo Diaz, what did we hear? All you heard was criticism. Even though he beat them boys clearly, he beat them clearly. What did you hear? Oh, he got clipped by Linares in the 10th round. Well, if you go back and look at the rest of the fight, he beat the man every other fucking round. He was beating the shit out of Linares.
He beat him to death.
Jojo Diaz had more success from the southpaw stance because Jojo was able to paw the jab down. You know what I'm saying? Which made Devin have to use the straight right a lot more. And so I thought that, that's what usually happens when you.
But let me ask you about that straight right. Let me pause you saying. Are you telling me he's throwing that straight right clean off that right hand? I don't think so.
Say that again.
That straight right hand is the sloppiest straight right hand I've seen in the lightweight division. It's not coming. It's not hitting nobody, man. It's not stopping nobody. I'm telling you,
he landed the straight right against Jojo Diaz so many damn times. He landed,
but it's that pity. It's that pity pat stuff. It's almost, to me, I feel like he strikes like he's an amateur boxer.
Who has what? And this is multifaceted. It's multifaceted. And mind you, I rock with Dev. So I done had this conversation multiple times. This is what it really comes down to. First off, Devin don't sit on his shots. He don't sit on shots at all. So when you say the amateur style, I disagree with that simply because the amateur style is more volume than anything most of the time. Amateur.
You don't think Devin's doing that? Ping, bing, 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 bing. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
But a lot of people don't know what they're looking at. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying a lot of people don't know what they're looking at when they're watching it. And so I don't think it's amateur. I think it's still a pro style. It's that outboxing style. And you don't have it when you go back and watch Bivol fight Canelo. When did Bivol let his hands go? When he had Canelo back against the ropes, right? That's when he was able to let his hands go. When he didn't, when Canelo took the center of the ring, what did Bivol do? He stayed on the back foot. He utilized the jab. He might come with the straight here and there, but the majority of the time he utilized that jab to kind of frustrate Canelo. And then when he was able to have some success with it, he started to press to put Canelo on the back foot. This is the same thing Devin does. If you look at Devin, and people will tell me that he's a back foot fighter, look at him against Linares. And I'm only using recent fights. If we want to go back, we can, because he was even more aggressive previous to these fights.
Oh, absolutely. But, as he stepped up as he should, he's been more cautious. I wouldn't say that that's not a problem to me. But
against Jojo and Linares, he could have beat them easily fighting from the outside.
And I gotta interrupt you on that. And that's the thing. When you talk about Jojo Diaz, when he was at 130, he was like a tank. He was very similar to Tank.
Agreed.
If we talking about if he outboxes Tank,
I like Jojo.
he can beat Tank. I get what you said if he outboxes him, but this is the thing I'm saying. When we watch these fights, when you watch Devin fight, and when he fights Loma, I guarantee you, man, that's going to be probably one of the most boring fights we're going to see.
No,
and
it's not.
And I think Loma's going to bring some wrinkles to this fight. But I'm just saying, from how we seen Devin move, Devin just moves he's not there to please the crowd. And that's the thing I'm saying. And that's always been my problem with him. How he coming off the right hand. This is the thing. And he's bigger than these guys. Like you said, he's not sitting on his punches. It doesn't even seem like his hands balled up. That's why I get him saying it seemed like more of that bing, 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 because he's not sitting on nothing. He's not turning nothing. I can't think of a time I've seen Devin, except for that second George Kebab fight, George Kambosos, or whatever you call him. That's the only time I've ever seen Devin really turn his hands over, except for early in his career.
Go look at hold on. When he got the knockout against Moran, knockout of the year, he was sitting on his shit then. What happened, he had the shoulder surgery, and then he became a little more cautious. The other thing that happened though was when he did try to sit on punches and fight against JoJo and Linares, what all he got was criticism. They showed him no love as far as him trying to make it an exciting fight, fighting to the crowd. And that's when one of the things that I've been very critical of Devin is you listen to the people too much. Fuck them. Fuck what the people are talking about. And not honestly, this is the reason why. Because when you tried to do it, right, and you made, in my opinion, I thought the Linares fight was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought the JoJo fight was a good fight. They were both exciting fights, in my opinion. But the people would tell me those were not exciting fights. Okay, cool. If they weren't, then Devin, don't try to sit down and fight with individuals. Don't do that no more. If you run into somebody good enough to make you do it, do it. But man, go win fights, because you're not gonna get the credit you deserve. Because when you did what these people asked of you, they still shitted on you when you got clipped a couple times. That's what happens in boxing. Motherfuckers get hit. Right?
Yeah, that's part of it's a fight. So I didn't have that criticism of him. I don't know. I can't remember Jab Judah's dad's name. What's his name?
Yoel Judah.
Yoel Judah.
Yeah.
Now
I fight with Yoel Judah.
I like what I seen with Devin when he had Yoel with him. I think was it the first fight?
Yeah, it was the first fight. It was the first fight.
I like the fact that it looked like Devin. Now people say what they want because he wanted to fight so easy, but Devin really came into that fight to fight. But once he seen that George had
Kambosos couldn't make it a fight. He couldn't.
And that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying I'm gonna give, when he had Yoel Judah with him, Devin. I don't. And I'm gonna be honest. I think it's more to do. I think him and Teal got the same problem. They need to tell their dads go home.
This is the problem.
Some real trainers.
This is the thing. The thing with Devin versus Teal. Devin has multiple guys in there outside of his dad. And shout out to Bill. This is one thing I respect Bill for tremendously. Look at the different individuals Devin have worked with. He hadn't been working with any one individual. Remember, he was working with Davison, you know what I'm saying? And Davison, he couldn't even make it to the damn, he couldn't get into Australia because the shit he had going on with Kinahan. He done work with Yoel. He done work with Floyd Sr. He done work with Roger. He done work with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? The man.
You remember how Floyd Sr. had Devin looking?
Hey,
that's the funny thing. I don't know why he went away from that. The way he was looking when he was with Floyd Sr. Like I think he might have did, because I've been watching Devin a long time, because it's hard not to, because I'm a big fan of the sport. What was that? When he was an amateur? I think he did a couple of his amateur fights. I'm just saying I could see the difference.
He wasn't an amateur when he was actually professional when he had Floyd, but you know he was still, it was early in his career.
I thought those were amateur fights. Okay, those were pros. Okay,
he was still fighting overseas, and then when Floyd Sr. was with him even when he came over for his first fights in the U.S. and shit, you know what I'm saying, early in his career. But this is why I like what Bill does. You can learn a lot from an individual, right? But you can learn so much more from many individuals. And they continuously bring in different individuals to the camp Yoel Judah has been there. Yoel Judah been training Devin, or been working with Devin since Devin was damn near 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? If you
isn't Zab his godfather or something like that?
Yeah. Zab's the godfather. Yeah. You remember he was holding up one of the belts.
The Ring magazine belt back in the day.
Fact. So, you know, I mean, it's been the difference is with T.O. Senior just he be wanting to take shit over, and he don't want to bring other. Hell, they fired the damn coach when you be like, hold on, this was the reason the man was having success. Why would you fire him? And so I just think it's a different way and of them looking at it. I look at I don't know if you're familiar with Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin.
Yeah, Schofield. I like him.
I like him too. His father, you know what I'm saying, does the same thing as far as continuously bringing other individuals in. Hence the reason he's working with Ronnie Shields now. And so I think that T.O. and I like I said, I'm a fan of T.O. I like T.O. I didn't, when he moved up and the way he was talking, and I felt like him getting the belt, he got the big head, you know what I'm saying? He got the big head and he couldn't compose himself like he needed to. But let's talk about it. Fuck it.
Hey, salute to my man. Bentley said Shakur would beat Devin easily.
Stop the cap.
I don't
Stop
think
the cap.
Because Devin's huge. It won't be easy.
Devin's not an easy out for anybody.
No.
Shakur isn't either.
I'll be honest. If Floyd was at his natural weight, he would knock both of them out. I really believe that. If Floyd at 135, he'd knock both of them out.
Yeah, he'll probably fuck them up, man.
He'll hurt them back because they his size. So
he'll hurt
them back because that's another thing. See,
but Floyd was different. Floyd was a once in a generation talent.
You can't, and that's the thing. You can't compare people to Floyd at all because Floyd was not at his natural weight at 147. I think he went up there with one hand because I remember hearing that left hand. I heard that left hand was never the same. I think he got screws in it. I think they said it never was the same. And I think about it. And then Stephen A. did a whole thing. I'm sure you've seen that where Stephen A. was saying he had one hand the whole 147 run and was beating people to death. Like
I can't say he had one hand. I can't say he had one because
I'm saying the power was gone.
Right. But and I understand what he's saying. It just Floyd beat people. Even if Floyd would have got caught in a situation where somebody is making it a difficult. We never saw anybody really just make it a difficult fight for Floyd outside of what's my brother name? Any day,
Chico McDonald.
There we go. He made it a difficult. But why did he make it difficult? Because he had a rough ass, tough ass. I'm a bow your ass. I'm hitting you with every motherfucking thing. Overhands to the back of the head, or you catching all of it. You know what I'm saying? Zab Judah had the skills to box with Floyd. Not a lot of people did. If Zab Judah would have never got clipped by Costa Zoo, then Zab was Zab the last undisputed champion. You know what I'm saying?
At 147, yeah.
Facts. So I mean, it was certain fighters that gave him a little trouble, but it's just that if it was a Teofimo Lopez or the way Teo and Lomachenko, how that fight went, if Floyd was Lomachenko, even with a bad shoulder, his mindset was so different and his game plan and understanding of the sport was so different, the IQ, it still would have been an easy fight for him against Teo. It still would have been an easy fight with a bad shoulder.
When you talk about this is the thing, when you're talking about guys Floyd's size, I don't think there's nobody that can beat him.
Facts.
I don't even think Duran could beat him at 135.
Durant, bro.
At his size? Because Floyd says himself he's 126 pounder. And I believe him because Floyd now, for his fat now is 150. So
right. he ain't that big. That's a fact.
He's not the. I mean, people say 5'8", man. Me and you are a foot taller than that. Right. So when you think about that, that's kind of funny to say it out loud. When you are a foot taller than somebody, that's come on, man. Me and you, we try to be nice. Now, when me, you be the guy. When me, you meet a guy 5'10" that think he big. We all meet that guy that's barely 6 foot, that's big to everybody he know. Then we come in, flip a whole doorway. They like,
yeah, there you go. That's that look right there. That's the look.
It's like, come on, man, come on. And that's what I mean. So Floyd's a little guy, and I don't think there's a little guy that could have beat. Only person I think that would have beat Floyd is probably Salvador Sanchez.
We never see the best of Salvador though.
Well, know what I'm saying, because they both were featherweights. That's why I said that. They both were featherweights. So
projecting, projecting Salvador career, man.
But it seemed like when you watch Salvador, and I don't know if people agree with me, but I watched a lot of his fights. That's why, because I go back to boxing all the way to John L. Sullivan. That's how much I love it. Like I remember reading about the Jack Dempsey, man. They weighed him 3 times. You know that? They made him weigh in 3 times.
They had to make sure that, and that back then it was day in weigh ups too.
Day in weigh up. Yep. Hey, it's a funny thing about it. They weighed the brother 3. They weighed him pretty much for breakfast and lunch because they was hoping to make him miss weight. That's the funniest thing about this game of boxing. But back to what we was talking about.
Hold on, what's funny? That it's corrupt?
No, what I'm saying, not so much that it's corrupt, but see, it got the racial element that I don't really talk too much about, and it got on top of that, it's so corrupt. One of the things, and I'll say it to you here, one of the things that went into my Ryan Garcia choice is that I know how dirty Vegas boxing is. I knew for a fact if Ryan would have did anything to Tank, if he would have dropped Tank, dropped him, they would have did everything to give him a fight. You got to remember, there was a female judge who never judged again that gave that Floyd Canelo fight. She made that a draw.
I can't remember her name, but she actually married to like one of the referees or some shit.
And you see, they gave it was a 10-10 round when Garcia went down.
It was a 10-10 round. It was a 10-10 round, and the other two judges had a 10-9.
Salute to my man. Undercard said there's 3 boxing events tomorrow. Undercard boxing, Showtime, ESPN. Salute to my man. Undercard actually got a real fight coming up.
Undercard box.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he do. I just don't want my brother to go to sleep because I'm gonna make it my new meme if he do. But that's my dude. But I don't know. When you back to what we were talking about, when you talk about Floyd. That's another guy that nobody brings up is Willie Pep. Willie Pep would have hurt Floyd.
Man, but this is the thing is when you bring them dudes. So when you bring those old school fighters into, I think a lot of them. You
a historian too, man. There ain't no old school.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
No. What I'm saying is that a lot of those guys back then, because of the style that was being fought at the time. Mm-hmm. The activity that they had, right? Mm-hmm. The amount of rounds they had to go, man, it would have been such a different fight for Floyd versus for him to be fighting them versus the guy he came up fighting. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you, Willie Pep. We heard stories of Floyd training with what's my boy's name? Oh damn. I can't call no name right now. What's my boy name? Sweet Pea. We done heard stories of Floyd being in the ring with Sweet Pea early in his career. Hell, damn near before he was a professional, right? And so, I just think it's as the sport goes on and the times change the way that they change. What we start to see is the same way in basketball, the same way in football, same way in any other sport you really want to talk about. The sport starts to get softer. And I think Floyd Floyd still came up in a little tough era, but it still was a softer era than what the Willie Peps of the world, the Roberto Durans of the world. I watched Roberto Duran go from 35 to fucking light heavyweight at 5'6". So I'm just saying, like the times changed so much that I think a lot of those guys back then would give Floyd trouble. And I'm not saying they would beat him, but they're gonna make it a hell of a fight against him. And they were puncher boxers back then, you know what I'm saying? Boxer punchers, depending. And they was hooking, bro, and they was fighting. They had stamina and they was conditioned and they were more dedicated. Man, I ain't gonna say more dedicated. I'm gonna say that hell, they were fighting so damn much that they didn't have no choice but to be dedicated, if that makes sense. So I mean, it is what it is. Hey man, hey, hold on, dog. What you doing? Hey, give me 1 second, BV. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Hold on. What you doing, man?
The funny thing about it though, like I'm telling Doug, you really can't compare it to those older guys because at the end of the day, man, you don't know what they was going through, man. A man walking 3, 4, 5 miles somewhere compared to a man who can just get in his car and go somewhere. That's a different type of cat. But what I'll tell you is this, man. When it comes to this boxing, a lot of different things don't work in boxing. People be thinking the triangle theory works. It don't. Because Amir Khan beat the dog crap out of Chico McDonald. And Floyd struggled with it. And Amir Khan also lost real bad. Adrian Barner lost real bad to Chico. I think Adrian Barner would have stopped Amir Khan. But it's funny how I go on boxing, man. You really, really can't even go off the triangle theory. You just got to go off what you see in front of you. And too many of these guys, man, now they're not taking the challenge, man. They're not doing what they got to do to make it happen. It is just killing the sport, man. Salute to my man, Undercard. Come up here, man. It's just one of them things where, like I said, man, it's just killing the sport, man. Guys not willing to be great, not trying to do what they got to do to make it happen. And it's just one of them things where, man, it make things hard, man. When you're not going out there fighting the best, giving your best effort, man, this is what we get. And I'm telling you, man, these guys waiting on Canelo, man, that's a bad look, dude. That's a bad look for boxing. Like, you waiting on this guy? For what? For what? I love the fact that people don't like this, but I do. That Dillian White told AJ to his face, hey, punk, I got my own career. I ain't got time to wait on you. I got my own life, my own career out here. And why don't more guys think like that? Why don't guys be like, you know what? I'm going to make this fight happen. I'm going to do what I got to do on my end. Hey, and I guarantee you guys, we would have a different sport if we had more guys approaching boxing the way they should. And they just don't. And I'm telling you, man, we're going to mess around. We're going to look back at this era and we're going to say it's the worst era of boxing ever. That's the crazy part. You know, a lot of us is in our go ahead.
But the thing is, I mean, boxing has been going downhill consistently for the last 20 years, damn near. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be the worst era. Hell, and I ain't gonna hold you. This is one of the reasons I got a boxing channel like you probably do. Mm-hmm. One thing, man, we need more people talking about boxing to bring more eyes back to the sport. And so at the end of the day, I mean, I think it's gonna be, like you would say, considered that, but just think about the areas that could possibly come after this. It may get worse. You know what I mean? And so
I don't think so. I'll say
why not?
Because what I'm hearing from Shakur, what I'm seeing.
Hold on, real quick. Violence and respect. Violence is at this current moment. Individual, man, back in the day, what they tell you, man? Hey, you better take your ass out there and fight. You know what I'm saying? But don't bring your ass home if you ain't. Man, violence today have been driven to the minimal. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other things out here that have opportunities that people didn't have opportunities with back in the day, and I just don't think, man. I hope and I pray that boxing has a great resurgence, but I truly don't know that it's going to happen. I truly don't know
that. Hey, my man just said, sup my people, salute to my man Greenlight. Hey, my man Greenlight actually made a t-shirt of me getting pie, Doug. I don't know why he did me like that, but that's what he did. Then he said, Tank said to Haney, beat Loma next, get your casket for your body. Yeah, I heard that too. Tank, see, that's the thing. Tank say stuff like that, and then I see him with a purse. Then I see him dancing all, all zesty. I don't know. Ain't that crazy, He just,
Hey.
I don't want to offend the alphabet community, but I mean, Tank is like one of the most zesty guys I've ever seen. Like,
and that shit, I ain't never see it. I ain't never seen that video until you played it with Tank out there. I was like, what the? I don't know where I've been, but man, yeah.
Tank is sweet, man.
But
Tank is sugar sweet. Hey, you know what's funny though? And I didn't get this, but something, I was talking to my wife about this. But you're getting a lot of these young men getting raised by their mother, and they taking on so much of their mother's mannerisms. Even now, it's their temperament. So now you got men that'll beat a woman up. I mean,
man, beat the shit out of a woman
like she a man because they feel like they like their mom. I'll beat a B down. I was watching, and this is, sorry guys, this is off, but I gotta talk about this with my brother Doug because we don't get to rap like this. He don't pick up the phone when I call him.
Man, look, you see when I rap, bro. This is the time. If you ever notice, I'll be trying to make it such so I can jump on with you early, bro. Like if you notice when I rap, bro, man, my son, he 8 years old. His bedtime is 9 o'clock. This man, he laying in my bed right now. And so I try my best to make sure I give him his time. You know what I'm saying? I got to do that. And so I give him his, and then after that, then I can kind of get on and start to cook. But even when you be going at like 7:30, something like that, what I'd be like, all right, hold on. Let me see if I can jump on it. Let me see if I can jump on and show my brother love, man. It is.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, man. I don't pick with you, nobody will. So I got to pick with you, man.
Oh no, everybody pick. Man, I done became the ass of a lot of jokes recently. I don't know what's going on. No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
What my man say? They taking the violence out of certain sports. That's true. They're trying to kill football that way. And then my man said, Ryan seen with a gay dude hugging. You ain't say nothing about that.
He was seen with a gay dude hugging?
He was with that YouTuber that do makeup. Yeah, it was zesty, man. These younger guys are zesty like that. I don't know what that's about.
And it's crazy because I don't have Twitter. I don't have Facebook.
I'm like you. I'm only on YouTube. And
me too. I'll be like, man, I'm only on YouTube. I had none of that other stuff. So,
and when I get that other stuff, I'm one of them rare dudes. I'll block that stuff, man. What do you say? Haney married a prostitute? Okay.
What?
I heard that too.
Is Devin married? I'm pretty sure Devin's not married. So
I don't know. They said he married that girl with the skeletons tattoos on her hands. They said he married. I don't know. I don't get into that. They say the contract they all signed to become a millionaire, they had to do gay stuff.
Hey, we about to, I don't want to get your channel demonetized, so I'm not even
No.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Hey, I'll just say this, bro. I don't know about that, and I'm from the projects, man. I'll tell you right now. I know some brothers that'll do something. They'll make you unalive for $1,500. So, so at the end of the day, that's why I don't believe none of that Illuminati stuff and none of that. Because I knew some dudes. I used to have a homeboy growing up that used to play with the Ouija board.
Man, I don't fuck
wow,
with
bro.
That shit.
Man, this dude would play with the Ouija board. Wow, bro. Like if you ever seen Belly, the movie Belly?
Yeah, of course.
Did you see DMX was playing with a Ouija board at the beginning of that movie?
I do remember that.
so. And them be the most craziest mofos you ever met. Like that dude I'm telling you about now is doing life. So I'm not joking. Man. I'm from Susan Court Projects. This dude is in jail, for life, man. Shout out to my boy Troy, man. I hope one day you can come home. I know they gave you a couple life sentences, but I hope you can come home one day. But I'm telling you, man, it's wild, bro. It's wild. But back to boxing, what you was saying, we was having a great conversation about what you thought about who could beat Floyd. And the thing is, I don't think Floyd could beat Sugar Ray Leonard at 147. I don't.
Shit.
So
could he beat Sugar Ray Robinson at 135?
Oh man, Sugar Ray
Robinson. Exactly. Well, see,
he was too big. He was too big.
They was Floyd is, and see, this is the craziest part about it, right? The craziest thing is when you start to go back, even if you bring in somebody like Joe Gaines, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to really say how that fight translates from style to, I mean, just the way that they fought then, the way that Floyd fought in his era. I just don't know how it translates, if that makes sense. And so, I mean, it's a lot of dudes, if you really think about it, they're probably, in my opinion, and I don't know, I still don't know, but I think a lot of them dudes may have had a good chance against Floyd. A lot of them. And so,
yeah,
it is what it is.
That's a good one. You said Floyd been beat before, but they gave it the first Castano fight.
Castillo. Yeah. I heard a lot of people. I thought it was a close fight. I had Floyd winning that fight.
That's like that Ken Norton. That's like them Ken Norton Ali fights. They can go either way. Because you know what's funny? I didn't even know this until I looked it up. Hey, do you realize that three of the 5 losses that Ali had came from Eddie Futch?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
No, Eddie Futch could fight. No, Eddie Futch could fight. Eddie Futch could fight, bro. Like, and his style was different. You know what I'm saying? He had a different ass style, so he gave Ali all type of trouble. But I mean, everybody, well, not everybody. Floyd never did it, but the majority of individuals run into somebody who, for some reason, that individual, and it may be a style you fought before, but just how they utilize it, with the ability that they come with, you meet your match. It's fighting. This is what happens. This is why you rarely see undefeated fighters, because 9 times out of 10, like you said, triangle theories don't mean a damn thing, because I can watch individual go, and I'm gonna get along with it, and I'm watching something else anyways. But all I'm saying, at the end of the day, when you start to get into it, styles make fights, right? And there are going to be certain individuals a lot of times that you run up against. They may get their ass whooped. And this is why I look at Devin, Shakur, Tank, right? Mm-hmm. I think even somebody like Abdullah Mason, I think Abdullah Mason would be a tough ass fight for Devin. I think Abdullah Mason probably beat Devin. I think Shakur may have an opportunity to beat Abdullah Mason. And so it just is, it's the type of styles that they fight, the length, the range. And I don't know. It just, you just gotta look at all of it, how it's going on. But hold on. I wanted to ask you about this video. We got Rolly fighting a 76-year-old.
Grandpa. That's what I put it up on my phone.
That's why I started laughing. I seen what my brother Green said. Listen. The man Ishmael Barbosa. I believe it's Barbosa. The man got grown grandchildren, man. He got grown ass grandchildren. This is what we dealing with. How in the hell did he get the fight? How did he get this fight? And then second, how did Rolly get the fight?
Well, you know, Rolly got the fight because Floyd owns the WBA. They might as well call it WBA.
No, we back out, baby. We back out. We back out.
Yeah, we back.
We back out.
Back out, yeah. We back out. That's what they do. Because people say what they want, but Tank been running around here with a French fries belt, saying he's a WBA champion for a long time. When you look at them fights, they say world championship fights. So even with the belts, just another way to circumvent the Muhammad Ali Act. It's just so funny, man, that when we talk about this boxing game, we talk about Floyd, man, it seemed like Floyd was the only guy who was fair. Floyd was one of them dudes who said, I'm going to fight you off your best performance. You get your fight. And see what we got here, which I'm going to backtrack a little bit. We're not getting that with 168. These guys are literally living and dying off what Canelo does. And then we got, I don't want to name any names. We got a bunch of content creators, fans that say, "Oh, Canelo's scared. Canelo needs to do." I'm gonna be honest with you, Dub, and I want to know what you think about this. If he was to beat David Benavidez, beat David Morrell, and he beat Bubba Andre, and then he finished his career against Jamal Charlo, I gotta put Canelo top 5.
Top 5 all time?
All time. I gotta put him up there because he'll pass Oscar. he
If
passes Oscar if he wins all if he fights all them guys and wins.
if
Even
he
if I'm talking about if you fight them next guy, all them guys I named and win, he's better than Oscar.
name him one
He's
more
better
time
than
for me.
Oscar.
Name
David
the guys
Benavidez,
Morrell,
Charlo
Charlo, and Boo Boo.
and Boo Boo. If he beat them, and you got to remember, man, you know how good Austin Trout was, bro. You know how good Austin Trout was.
I like Austin Trout. He can fight.
He beat Austin Trout. It was a close one. It was close. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It was close, but Canelo went in there and beat Austin Trout.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with
you
about Canelo. I'm gonna be real with you. And once again, I'm not trying to shit on Canelo. I'm just gonna. This is what I truly believe. This is why I say he got to fight Edgar Berlanga next. If you don't fight Edgar Berlanga, then, in my opinion, I think that Benavidez beats him. He overwhelms him. Morrell stops Canelo. He stops Canelo, in my opinion. I got David Morrell over everybody at 168 right now.
Oh, yeah. You know, he looks like what I thought Jermall Charlo would be. Ain't that funny? He looks exactly like I thought Jamel. You remember when Jamal beat what's my guy's name from Philly? Julian J.R. Williams. When he beat Julian J.R. Williams, and then
he beat J-Rock.
After he beat J-Rock, I thought when I'm looking at Morrell, I thought that's exactly how he would look. It's funny because Ronnie Shields to me is a fighter who don't hold nobody accountable. You can tell by his fighters.
A trainer.
He don't hold nobody. He don't hold nobody accountable.
Oh, I can't put that coat on Ronnie, bro. Like,
oh man, you got to put it on him and let him cover up with it because we seen Jamel become a whole different guy with the right training.
No, we
see my man Sean in the chat. Go ahead.
We saw Jamel. He stopped boxing as much and he started punching. He started sitting down on shit. That's what Derrick James gonna go look at Derrick James fighter. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna sit down on shit. They're not gonna box you nearly as much as a Ronnie Shields fighter is going to. And so even and I see it, I understand it. My thing is and I'm excited because I believe Jamal Charlo Jay got a court settlement with, I don't know exactly what happened with whatever he had going on legally over there, but I believe
his wife is for the streets.
She for the streets? Yeah, pretty much. She for the streets. What they call him? A 30? What they call him? 354? What? Hold on. 304. 304. She a 304.
I thought they call him a Yump, man. Yump. Hey, young Yump.
Man, hey, she for, like you said, she for the streets, man. And it was interesting. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. So it seemed like the brother's gonna be coming back. I worried he should have been stripped already. That's the first thing. I don't know why they ain't stripped the man. If they're not going to strip him, they could have at least made him a champion in recess and allow other people to make fights happen. Because he's a champion at 68. At 60. So now the question is, he say he's an
email champion. Don't forget, he's an email champion.
Stop it, brother.
He got the belt emailed to him.
Stop. Yeah. And Canelo got the franchise belt emailed to him.
The super champion, the super title. He got the super title.
No. He got the franchise title.
He got the super title.
No, it's the franchise title.
No, bro.
See,
it's the
hold on. Let me ask you. See, all right, I don't even want to talk about this with you. I'm not going.
You know I'm gonna get you. No,
you're not gonna get me. You're gonna get cooked.
Boom.
I cook you every time on this topic. I cook you every time on this topic. Look. This is the thing, though.
What's that?
I'm looking forward to seeing Maul come back. He need to be fighting soon, or they need to strip him. And if he's gonna be moving up, right? They talking about him fighting at 68. Well, shit, he should be able to exercise. Well, that ain't how the WBC works. So
He's small though, too. You think he can be at 168? He's pretty small.
Shit, he the one who said he wanted to go up there. He could have been trying to make fight. He could go fight Lara right now. He could go fight Lara right. Listen. Danny Garcia is about to fight Lara at 60.
He gonna stop him too.
Danny Garcia had one fight at 54 against Pedlet Benavidez. came off a long ass layoff at 47 after getting beat by EJ, and so
to death.
And so all of a sudden, this is how they moving. This is how the PBC, Al Heyman, this is how they moving. They quote unquote stars over there. And the man, he had a fight with Pedlet Benavidez at 54, and now gets to move up to 60 to fight Lara for a championship. This is the same thing that Rolly Romero is doing right now. Look how they
same belt.
Exactly. See, look how they moving them. And so when you see anything going on, I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, okay, well, Charlo, you got the WBC belt. You could have been unified. Been unified. What are you doing?
Remember, he could have unified back when Chris Eubanks was there. Remember that? People forget that, man. I don't mean to bring that up, yo. I don't mean to bring up the truth.
Well, the problem is, and I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not a huge Charlo fan for either. I like both of them, but I'm not huge fans of them.
I like Mel more than I like Jamal.
Well, Mel is big Charlo. We like Mel because Mel gonna fight. He gonna make the fights happen. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna take on all challengers. So, hey, even if you notice this, I gotta, and this is why I really fuck with Mel. This is one of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons.
Mm-hmm.
When we got the Demetrius Andrade shoulder injury, we didn't see nothing about it. We didn't hear nothing about it. When Mel came out with the hand injury, this man put X-rays out. He said, "No, I ain't capping. Here go to documentation." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he made it clear.
and then the thing is to fight Castaño, you know what I'm saying? Twice, to fight Tony Harrison twice.
Man, that second fight with Castaño, man, that was I love that fight. That's probably my favorite fight I've seen in 10 years.
Hey, he was getting off on his ass too.
Man, hey, they both was getting off.
Facts.
I mean, Mel just got him out of there, but they both was getting off.
Hey,
let me
Mel was hurt. Mel was hurt a couple times in that fight. Go ahead.
He wanted to go to sleep a little bit. Hold on one second. He said it's an exhibition fight. I'm not sure what he's talking about now. He said BBO boxing. Did you see Showbiz Sean Porter podcast? No, I didn't see that one yet. He said you must be trying to have a second pie with egg t-shirt with your face on it. I don't know what he's talking about on that one. He said, Dub, don't make him repeat that crap. He doesn't even know what he said. He talking about I was naming those guys that.
Hey man, green light on your neck, man. Green light on your neck, man. He on your head right now. He on your helmet.
Yeah, that's what he do, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to my man Sean. What did he say? Floyd Mayweather fought Shane Mosley after Mosley knocked out Margarita. That was incredible. So I agree. That was Shane's greatest performance. I think so. I mean, only thing that messed Shane up, we should have left Wiki right alone. I don't know why he kept. I don't know what he was thinking, but
hey, Winky,
then he said,
"Hey, Winky, hey, I fuck with Winky too.
Winky was the truth, man.
You know, me and Winky. Hey, Winky had in my opinion, the best high guard of all time. And you know, me and Winky, we got the same last name, and so I fuck with Winky the long. Hey, that's my dog, right? Winky come out with the pink gloves on your motherfucking ass and put hands on
and beat you with them.
Now put hands. Now, hold on. I gotta ask you this, BB. I gotta ask you.
What's that?
Did Floyd duck Winky?
Absolutely. They had a signed contract.
Hey, the contract was supposedly. We don't know. I don't know that for a fact. I don't know that for a fact.
Let me ask you this: when has Winky ever ducked anybody?
I didn't know. We know Winky wasn't ducking. We know Winky wasn't ducking.
Hey, if
Winky wanted to smoke, and the other thing, the fight had to be at 154 too. Now it would have had to be at 154. I don't know what happened, man. I don't want to say I'm a Floyd fan, bro. You know I rock with Floyd.
We all are.
To say he ducked.
But that's to tell him the truth, man.
Bro, but I watched Floyd fight damn near everybody he fought later in his career off their best wins. I watched.
Didn't Floyd wait till Andre Bordeaux lost the fighter?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Okay.
But that was
Hey, let me read a couple of these comments and I'm gonna get back to that. I want you to put a pin on that. No, I'm just saying because I want you to think about that. He said Trout fight was a draw, man. He yeah, right. Canelo kicked his head in. What are you talking about, bro? He said he fell and got up and won the rest of the round. No, he didn't, man. Canelo was punching the dog out of him. Then he said Sean Ramsey, he rocked Floyd. Floyd told him, what the H you doing? Once he said that to stop throwing. What did he say? Austin Trout's got a W over Cotto. He does. He definitely does. Then he said, and I'm gonna be honest. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Miguel Cotto is very overrated. He's very, very overrated. Miguel Cotto is nothing like people try to put him to be. He's very overrated. He got beat up a lot. But
Miguel Cotto can fight though. He
can fight.
He was a great.
But what I'm saying,
he's a great fighter, bro. He's
the same as Amir Khan. He's the same as Amir Khan to me. Where
he went.
No, man, Amir. Don't act like Amir Khan.
Hold on. No, I got it. The difference is though when we talk about Miguel Cotto, when he until you know what I'm saying he got that fucked up ass fight with what's the nigga name who had the goddamn cement in his goddamn gloves? The dog, El Perro. What's his Antonio Margarito. Until the first Antonio Margarito fight, right? Mm-hmm. Cotto was stepping on everything. I feel like, and you got to remember, before that Antonio Margarito fight, he had beat Zab Judah, he had beat Shane Mosley. You know what I'm saying? He had beat Paulie Malignaggi at the time. Paulie was looked at as a goods back then. You know what I'm saying? I believe Miguel Cotto gave Paulie his first loss, I believe. I could be wrong about that, though. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But all I'm saying is that Miguel Cotto was stepping on shit when he was coming up at that time. And then when he got fucked up by Antonio Margarito with the goddamn plaster in the motherfucking gloves and shit. And even in that fight, this is what people forget about this fight. People forget this. Even when he got fucked up in that fight, he didn't take the knee into the 11th round. He didn't take it into the 11th round. You know what I'm saying? And at this, he would. All I'm saying is after that fight, I feel like that took something out of him. I do believe that. And then I believe he came back. He fought Pacquiao. He lost to Pacquiao, but all I'm saying is and then it comes to Floyd and whatever. But even back then, right? And I even remember him fighting. What's my guy and one of my favorite fighters of all time. He ain't shit. But I fuck with him. Ricardo Mayorga. Mm-hmm. I fuck with Mayorga. You know, Mayorga was.
That's my guy.
That's my guy. I fuck with Mayorga, bro.
That brother can fight, man. He can fight, man.
But at the same time, he came, but he beat Mayorga. Man, Cotto, if it wasn't for that plaster in them damn gloves, bro, I promise I feel like his career would have been a little different than what it was. I thought he could have beat Manny Pacquiao, bro. In my personal opinion, I thought he had the skill set to beat Manny Pacquiao. But I just feel like maybe I'm biased. I like Miguel Cotto. I'm a fan.
Well, see the thing about Pacquiao that people forget, because he was juicing, people forget that Pacquiao.
See. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it real. Because he was juicing, people forget that Pacquiao was pretty tricky. Floyd said it himself that movement was kind of,
Pacquiao. Look. You know what's so crazy? Mm-hmm. You go watch Pacquiao fights, and you be looking for like hooks and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And you don't really see the hooks. What you see is punches. And hey, shout out to the Black Mamba. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The original Black Mamba. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about my man Mark Breland?
No, hell no.
Man, my bad. Roger Mayweather.
Yeah, what the fuck you talking about, Mark Breland? What the fuck you?
I'm thinking about Mark Breland.
No, hell no.
You talking about Roger Mayweather?
Yeah, Roger Mayweather. One thing, hey, the punches, the way you win fights, bro. A lot of times, especially against bigger fighters, what you do, you run your shit down the middle. You know what I'm saying? You don't really run this shit down the middle. And one thing with Pacquiao was able to throw his shit down the middle from multiple angles. You know what I'm saying? The shit was like when he would run his punches, bro, he'd be running shit straight, but that shit'd be straight from the bottom, straight from the like he came with the angles on your ass as far as punches go, not necessarily the footwork. He could bounce, he had good footwork, but he could run that shit down the middle. And that's why he had so much success. Go back and watch when Pacquiao stopped people. What did he stop them from? Shit down the middle. He ran shit down the middle great, fantastically. And so I mean, I agree. I still think Cotto, in my opinion, I think if Cotto didn't go through that first fight, you know what I'm saying, with the loaded gloves and shit, I think Cotto would have beat Pacquiao, bro. He had the skill set. He didn't have the greatest footwork, but he had sound footwork. It was very sound. You know what I'm saying? And
he was nice. I mean, when you break it down like that, I see what you're saying. I don't want to cut the brother down. He just saying what they said he was. That's all. He's like,
no, he was everything they said he was. What do you mean?
No, he's not. let me check a couple of these comments out. My man said Trump was a draw against Canelo. That's cap. He said Devin's wife.
He said that's cap. Hold on. What'd you say? That's cap.
He said Trump was a draw to me against Canelo. That's cap.
No,
Canelo won that.
Canelo won that fight.
Then he said Devin's wife is from the streets. LOL. Go check out Southpaw TV. You know he be going ham. That dude's an absolute retard, man.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I done been on the panel with the brother. Never mind. I ain't gonna talk about it. Go ahead.
Hey, don't talk about it, man. Nobody tripping, man.
I've been on the panel with the brother, and man, B-Vale, you know I'm gonna come with nothing but respect for you. Some type of way the man end up talking about my grandma, my aunts, and hey, I ain't got no respect for the man. So you can bring him up, but I ain't got no respect for him. That's just me. Man. That's just my experience.
Hey, bro, when you talk about like that's a good way to become unalive talking like that. But that's just me. But anyway, my man said Devin is the email undisputed champion. With one of the belts he ain't even fight for. I agree with that. He is an undisputed email champion.
Here we go with the cap. Here we go with the cap.
What do you say? Tony Harrison let me down. I lost some money. Well, Sean, if you know anything about Tony Harrison, he ain't got no gas tank. So
he ain't got no damn chin either. He ain't got no gas tank or chin.
No, he got a chin. He just ain't got no gas.
He ain't got no motherfucking chin.
There you go.
Hey, but you know what's so crazy? The craziest thing I think, in my opinion, he the best boxer in the division. I think he the best boxer in the division.
Who?
Tony Harrison.
I think Mel is. Even though we ain't seen him in a while, I think Mel is. We just ain't seen him in a while. I think Mel's the best boxer. That's just me, though. I mean, I respect what you're saying.
Hold on. You think who?
Jamel.
Nah, hell no. Tony Harrison away. The reason Tony Harrison was beating the shit out of Jamel was because he was outboxing him. He can outbox Jamel, bro. Like Tony Harrison, people don't give Tony Harrison the credit he deserved. That man can. He ain't carrying just crazy power. He ain't got a great chin. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got great stamina, but he can fight and he can box. I believe only person between him and Lubin. I think those are the two best boxers in the division. You know what I'm saying? Him and Lubin, in my opinion.
Lubin. Oh, let me read his comment. He talking crazy. No, he said Winky Wright's defense was his power.
Stop the cat. The best high guard ever in boxing. What are we talking about?
That's defense, though. His defense was nasty. That's basically what he's saying. He said maybe the fight just didn't make sense for either of them at the time. Now, anytime you're talking about Floyd Mayweather, I don't care if you're fighting at your grandma's house in the backyard. It makes sense. It makes sense to fight Floyd. Then he said Cotto never was the same after Margarito cast cement he had on. Mosley's trainer called him, made Mosley mad, do him dirty. Then he said Sean Cotto was the dude. I don't know who that is. Was that his brother? You ever heard of Sean Cotto, Doug?
I have no clue who Sean Cotto was. I have no clue.
Yeah, my man Greenlight might be smoked out. He said Cotto he said Cotto beat Shane Mosley, Margarito Zab Judah, Richard Mayorga. Yeah, he did.
Facts.
He did. I took that back. He said fighting champions with no losses.
I'm so hey, green light. Hold on, real quick. Green light. Bring that shit together, brother. Bring it all together in one, so we can understand what you're saying. Respect. I say that respect. I say that respectfully. No disrespect whatsoever.
You know what my grandma used to say all the time? She used to say, "Everybody say no disrespect, right for their disrespect."
Hey, no. I say it after. So.
Hey, that's funny, man. That's why you my God. Alfredo Angulo, yeah, he was a dog.
I fuck with Alfredo Angulo. Angulo could fight though. He could fight.
I didn't mess around, went too far. And then he said,
and Angulo will bang with your ass when he don't need.
Cotto had beat. He said Cotto would have beat the crap out of your boy.
Who's that?
He talking about Haney. Yeah, he would have smashed Haney. We know that.
Yeah,
no, because Haney's a walks away, man. Come on, stop playing. Nah,
hold on. Wait a minute. If you want to say that, my question, and you heard, I went to the what weight class are they fighting at when you say this? I'm just asking because if we're gonna be talking about them fighting at 47, I think Devin looks totally different at 47 than he does now. I think he looks totally different. I think he had power at 147. Say it again.
I think he would have power at 137.
Even if he ain't got power, he gonna have enough power to keep you off of him. And Devin boxes better than, and I love Cotto. I'm a fan of Cotto. I done told you this already. But Devin boxes way better than Cotto does. Devin, he's a master boxer. And so it ain't, especially back in the day. Like, well, go ahead. Read your comments. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it in a second. I'm gonna get to it.
Hold on. You say, I watched Alfredo Angulo live a couple times in Hollywood, Florida. That dude was a punch man. My man Greenlight said, "Dub, laugh my butt off. You know, that's just him. He shout out respect to your grandma, bro."
No, he didn't. Shout out respect.
No, he was saying respect to your grandma. So I read that wrong. Respect to your grandma. That's what he was saying.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. You can't. I ain't never gonna get on here, regardless of how much I disagree with anybody. I'm not gonna make it personal. I'm not gonna talk about anybody's family. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna say is certain things like BVO shout out, and you've heard me say it, BVO. Shout out to Miss BVO. Shout out to the family over there. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody's family. It's boxing. So I ain't got no respect for that. I have no respect for it. You can respect the green light, but I don't respect it.
Hey, green light love that cat, man. I don't even watch him. I ain't gonna lie. When Dante's Boxing Nation first started showing him, I was like, "You gotta check for that. That dude's an idiot." I mean, I heard him on Big Five-cast telling people to, suck this and suck that. I'm like, this guy. But then he said, "Hold on. I believe Margarito had plaster and pairs on his gloves for Cotto fight as well." Then he said, "What's the build up to Margarito Cotto 2?" I don't know, man. I ain't like that fight, that second fight.
Hey, hold it down real quick. I got to step away real quick, but hold it down.
No problem.
And I'm going to be right back. Don't go too far into the comment because I see my brother Green trying to go in, and I definitely need to respond. I'm going to be back. Give me 30 seconds, bro. 30 seconds.
Oh, cool. He said, watch the build-up of Cotto's accuses Margarito of plaster in his fight because there was photos, cropped images, videos that show holes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What do you say? BVO, the only guy I know that will say Cotto was overrated, but said Ryan not gonna take it in second round. Ryan is the man. I was wrong, man. I know you'll never let me forget that. I was wrong. And then what he say? My man Sean said, hold on. I don't agree at all. Cotto was not overrated. Was there any proof that Pacquiao was under besides the size of his head? I don't know, man. Um, he said, yeah, those Bambi legs came out. He was lucky. I tell you this though, man. The funny thing about it is when it comes to fighters, man, these guys really be just doing too much, man. Like at the end of the day, why would in the world would you think it's okay to use plaster on your gloves? Like, you trying to kill somebody? I mean, I don't know, man. When I think about that, to me, that's one of the worst things that ever happened in boxing. The fact this cat went in there and had plaster on his gloves, man. It's just one of them things where, man, I'll never forget that, bro. Like, he was in there trying to kill Cotto, bro.
And then tried to cheat about it. You know what I'm saying? Acted like ain't nothing happened. And luckily, somebody caught that shit.
He said, yeah, I was waiting for y'all to talk about that. He said BBO Boxing ran from Southpaw. He posted on his page.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Say that again.
He said BBO ran from Southpaw. He posted on his page.
You ran? They're saying you ran from Southpaw?
Man, basically, Southpaw was talking crazy, bro. And he said something like, I think he said something about my mom or something weird like that.
Bro, hey, don't even talk about it, bro. I don't even want to know about it.
Hey, it just, you know what? It wasn't worth it, bro. It wasn't, because, you know, I'll be honest, man. And you know, my wife would say different, but I'm trying not to be cussing. As you notice, I don't have no problem with it, but I'm trying not to do it.
Bro,
He's talking about my, hey, bro, he was talking about my mom because I said Oscar De La Hoya had one of the greatest resumes in boxing. So he started talking about,
bro, this shit be crazy, bro. I swear to God, this shit be so crazy because I remember the conversation me and him was having. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. And see, this is the other thing. You called me about Canelo, and I was like, man, we got to. I was telling him, I was like, man, we got to give Canelo his credit for what he's done. And next thing you know, man, we done went. And I don't know what he got against Canelo. I feel like he got something against Mexicans, and I think he is Mexican. I don't know what he is, but
yeah, but no, what I was talking about. What happened was we was on a panel on Dante's Boxing Nation. I know you was joking. I know you was joking, Greenlight, but I'm telling you why I wasn't a big fan of him. We was on a panel, and you know Dante hardly ever go live, so Dante was live, and he just was saying like not just to me, to everybody. He was saying all this crazy stuff. I'm like, this dude. Hey, dude, I'll just be honest. I ain't got no time for that, bro. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna argue with you and have you talking crazy, and then, you know, I'm never gonna see you in life for what? I don't get it, man. These guys is corny, man. Reminds me of Glenn Johnson. But when Winky Wright was around, Floyd Mayweather wasn't that big yet. I don't know. I can't say he wasn't that big yet. Winky was like, what, 98, 99, late 90s, early 2000s. Floyd was around. It's actually around. I think they would be considered around the same weight class. I mean, same freshman class. But at the end of the day, I think Winky Wright, man, has some great wins, you know, fight Sugar Shane Mosley. I mean, he just didn't get the Floyd fight. I mean, Floyd didn't want to give him that fight. That's cool. It happens like that sometimes. But I'll say this. It just don't matter who you fight, man. You just want to see the best fight the best. And too much in boxing, man, we're not getting the best fighting the best. And I'm telling you, man, it's killing the sport, man. It's killing the whole sport.
All right, man. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready because I got to get to some of the things.
Uh-oh.
My brother Green.
My Lakers, man. They up 66-53. My Lakers is up, man. But no, go ahead and cook, man. Go ahead and cook, bro.
No. Finish the comments, man. I want to.
No, we finished. You finished. Go ahead.
Hold on. Read them one more time. I'm at Sean Ramsey. I just want to, because I got to address what Greenlight said, man. I got to address it. Really, man, fuck it. The only thing I really got to address, damn, there's a lot of comments in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
The only one, man, listen. When you talk, when you say Devin Haney gonna get exposed by Lomachenko, you know I gotta talk about it. I'm taking all bets. I'm taking all bets. You name the terms of the bet. I will take it. I thought it's nothing ridiculous. But I am taking bets on it. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm looking forward to this fight. I think people have underplayed this fight. People not giving Lomachenko the credit that he deserves. I think Lomachenko deserves a lot of credit for being the fighter that he is. He's a hell of a fighter. Um, one of the most accomplished fighters that we've seen in a long time, especially. I mean, shit, Lomachenko, he one of the only individual to win 2 gold medals. Now, when that happens, we understand what goes on with winning 2 gold medals. So I understand that. I understand that. But at the same time, I still got to give him credit for the Mr. Gary Russell fight. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a win there. And then, I mean, you done seen him come up through the ranks, fighting damn near the best competition he can fight, right? Damn near. So we have to give him credit for all of it. And that's why I'm looking forward to seeing him and Devin. I think he brings something out of Devin that we haven't seen yet, because that's the skill set that Loma comes with. And I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. But my main thing when it come to Devin, man, I hear what you're saying, but to watch him play, I mean, Dub, I don't know, Dub. Every time I watch him, man, it's just so boring, man. It's so boring. I mean, I honestly say this. I think Devin Haney, and if people don't agree with me on this, I think once Devin Haney gets to 140, 147, we're going to see a different fighter. I think he's drained. He can say he's not drained all he want. Well, I think that kid's drained, man, because why else is he not knocking these guys out if he's way bigger than? Because he's a doggone welterweight,
man. Hold on. You cutting out, brother. We can't hear you.
I said, I'm saying Devin's a welterweight, man. So I don't understand why he's not like.
How the fuck is Devin a welterweight?
No. I'm talking about naturally his body. Like he's not a small guy. Like for that, he looks big in that division. I don't know if you see what I'm saying when I said. I mean, he got
is Shakur a welterweight?
I think he can be.
Shakur got the same dimensions as Danny Garcia, who finna go fight at 160.
I don't know, man. It's weird because how they bring these guys up. Like I think he should go. I think he'll be a welterweight towards the end of his career. I think so.
Man, I think Shakur and Devin both fight at 154 one day. Both of them.
If they might can make it. But I'll tell you this, the thing is, I've never thought Errol Spence would take so long to get all the titles at 147. Did you? I guess that's the thing I'm basing it on.
Well, this is the thing. Errol Spence, he hadn't taken, I mean, the only reason he done taking so much time is because Bud hadn't signed to make the fight.
But, I mean, he's fought 3 times the last 3 years.
And he got a title in each of those fights.
Hey, when you right, you right.
I'm just saying, if Bud shout out to my brother Big Blunts in the building. Shout out to Big Blunts. That's my brother.
Yeah, Big Blunts ain't gonna come up here. He be talking tough, but he ain't gonna come up here.
Hey, man, I tell you that I gotta say this about my brother Big Blunts, man. I know he gonna ride with Bud. I ain't got no problem with it. No problem. But I got a lot of love for him, man. He got a great channel. And
yeah, he do.
I listen to my brother at times. I don't really be commenting like that, but I be listening to my brother, and he be cooking, man. He be cooking. So I got love and respect for him. I got love and respect.
See, when you say Errol's lousy, I ain't gonna lie. I say this, and I'll tell you, Doug, this ain't a popular opinion. I thought Errol was gonna be the new Sugar Ray Leonard. Didn't you?
No,
I thought it would be like Sugar Ray Leonard.
I don't know. I never saw Errol being Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray Leonard?
That's what I thought. I thought because he was, big like he. Well, I'm talking about as far as the way he was. I thought he was just gonna be like a big star. I thought he was gonna really, be boxing a lot. But I see he don't, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
All I'm saying, man, this is how I look at it right here. it is so hard for me to even look at that damn division.
Mm-hmm.
And just to be honest about it,
Mm-hmm.
they've been holding the motherfucking division up so goddamn long. It don't even make sense no more. It don't even make sense. If you want to blame Bud, if you want to blame EJ, I don't give a damn. This is where it's gotten. I don't even give a damn anymore. Either fight or drop the belts and y'all move on. One of the two got to need to happen.
It's either poop or get off the pot.
Something.
And
And we getting absolutely nothing right now. It's funny to me that they talking that I heard today. I believe they said July 15th, right? Get what I said. Get what I say.
What's that?
Oh, all right. Yeah. I'm gonna believe that when y'all done told me October, November, December, January, February. Then I mean, shit. Now we talking about it's gonna be in they said June. What they said, June 20th or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got July out there. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
full. This is 7 different dates that we have. It may be more than that. Shit, it might be more. And what's the old saying? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
No, I flipped that. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, shame on you. Though other times they on me, and I'm at the point now where until I see these motherfuckers in the ring, literally, no, they might be walking down the ring and sprain their ankle and not make the fight. This is how little confidence I have in these two individuals to make their fight happen. It's sad.
Hey, that's super sad, bro. It's super sad. What he say? My man Sean said, hold on, I missed it. He said, looking like the Lakers gonna take game 6 and move on. Yeah, if you expected anything less, you're nuts. It's funny though, because this the funny thing about basketball, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It looks rigged to me. I don't know about you, Doug, but I don't even like watching NBL like that no more. It looks super rigged.
I don't believe it. Listen. If the sports system is rigged, then I really have nothing to believe in. So now I'm not going with the. Nope. You're not gonna get me on it. But it do. So there are times where things do look suspect. But at the end of the day, when you have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, when you had the individual on the team, shit, you should be getting it done. You should be.
Hey, but they're going against Steph Curry, man.
And who? This ain't the old Warriors team that we used to.
Yeah, you know I'm loving that. And then I heard the funny thing. I'm gonna rap about something else. Then I heard the whole thing about your boy Jordan Poole playing Ice Spice, spending $500,000.
Lord have mercy,
Lord Jesus Christ! You talk about simp. Oh my God!
Hey, my brother. hey, Jordan Poole, man. Listen. Jordan Poole. Everybody got the smoke for Jordan Poole, bro. That shit done got out of control. After Draymond tuned his ass up, even before that, I was listening to an interview with Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard was like, man, this nigga hit a shot. And he started talking shit. I'm like, I don't even know who you is. And then he was like, man, me and Draymond cool. And I looked over at Draymond. I said, you better get your boy. And Draymond said, bust his ass. I said, God damn. I said, God damn.
That sounds like Draymond. Bust his head wide open to the white meat.
And so, Jordan Poole, man, he got to calm down a little bit. He is same thing that happened over in Memphis with what's your boy name?
John Morant.
No, not John. What's the nigga name, man? The nigga who got into it with Shannon Sharp and shit.
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Goddamn, they talking about getting rid of Dylan Brooks now over in Memphis. And it's like, bro, you gotta if you're gonna run with this reputation, you're gonna have to hold up for certain things that goes on. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
He took more shots than James Harden last year.
That's a damn shame. Hey,
He took more shots than James Harden, Shea Gilchrist Alexander. I don't know if you're familiar with him from OKC.
Oh, that's my. Hey, I fuck with. I like Shea Gilchrist over shit. I got him damn near. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I think he a top, at least a top 10 player in the league.
Oh,
possibly top
easy.
5. Possibly top 5.
What's the top 5 then? Now that
See, and that's where it get kind of sticky because if I just go off of this year, I gotta give you gotta give Bron the credit as always. I gotta give KD the credit as always. Man, I ain't correct me if I'm wrong. Shit, different positions. Shit, I might take Gilbert or Shea Gilbert. I might take this nigga over Anthony Davis right now. I'm just being real with you.
I would. I would.
Giannis. I'm not gonna take him over Giannis.
Can't take him over Joker.
Right, you can't take him over Jokic, man. You can't take him over him. I can't take him over what's my boy Embiid. I can't take him over Embiid either. I like Embiid.
And I can't take him over playoff Jimmy Butler either.
See, there's a difference. You said playoff Jimmy Butler. Regular Jimmy Butler, I'll take shit. I'll take him over regular Jimmy Butler.
But the dude that dropped 56.
But playoff Jimmy is different, bro. Playoff Jimmy is a totally different dude, bro. That's a totally different player. You know,
this way off subject. But you know what? That coach in Milwaukee, Mike Budenholzer, he should never get a job again.
Bro,
he got your boy.
Budenholzer, I'm very familiar with Budenholzer. He coached my Hawks. You know, I'm a Georgia boy. I'm a Hawks fan. Budenholzer, he was here with us for years, and I can't stand that. Respectfully, I say it respectfully. I can't stand that motherfucker, bro. I can't stand his ass. Go ahead.
Hey, all I can say is this, man. That dude is awful. You had Jrue Holiday. You got Jrue Holiday saying he don't know if he can play. The fact that he had Jrue Holiday on Jimmy Butler one-on-one get
what
torched.
The fuck are you doing?
Torched. The man dropped 56 on his head. And it looked like them shots was wide open.
But you know what? This is the game plan. We're gonna let him get his, but we're gonna stop everybody else. Well, see, if he get 50, what are you talking? Hold on, no, stop him. Make everybody else beat you. Hold on. What are you doing, bro?
I've never heard of that before. Let him get his. What? You let him get his, you got the whole team on fire. And see, and that's the funny thing. You did that, and then they got Bam out of body. You ain't 100%. Why wouldn't you double team Jimmy every time? That's
you put all the motherfucking pressure you can on Jimmy, and you make Martin and Robinson. You make them niggas hit shots. You make them hit shots.
Make them bums beat us. You're not gonna beat us. you make the mother bums beat y'all. But that's what we get, man.
But that's Mike Budenholzer.
He's a horrible coach, man. He should never coach again.
He's not horrible. No, he's not horrible.
No, he's horrible, man. I'm gonna tell you why he's horrible. Y'all had a season. I'm a Lakers fan, but I live in Cleveland, so I watch the Cavs. But y'all had a season where y'all sent 4 cats to the All-Star game. Y'all had the best record in the league, and y'all got mopped up by.
You talking about the Hawks?
Yeah. The Hawks got mopped up by the Cavs because
we didn't have the best record in the league though. We didn't have the best record
that year. I'm talking about that year. Y'all had the best record in the East.
Nah.
What year was that? I'm trying to think. Was that 2000? Was that 15 or? I remember y'all had Al Horford. I remember Kyle Korver. He went to.
We won the number 1 seed. One thing that we at that current moment in time, we had the most consecutive playoff. We had made the playoffs the most consecutive times, but we still I think we were like a 3 seed that year or some shit like that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just say he ain't a good coach. I ain't gonna say terrible. I miss Tyronn Lue in Cleveland, I'll tell you that. He said, "Good night, brothers. God bless all. You and the family been up since 3 a.m. Take care." Hey, my man, I gotta say, man, Greenlight is probably one of the biggest supporters BBO Boxing's ever had, bro. And if I had 1,000 green lights, bro, I would be set for life. I want to show my brother Greenlight some love. But So let me ask you this though. So going forward, man, what you think about this whole Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder fight, bro? What you think about this fight? I think my man stepped away for a second. When it come to this whole Anthony Joshua,
No, I'm back. My bad. I did step away though. I missed what you said, but I am back.
No.
I am back. And BBO, real quick, I gotta tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 12:03 right now. Okay, Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to come rock one night. I need you to come rock one night now.
I got you.
Just one night. You ain't gotta. I just need you to come rock one night. That's it.
I got you. What night, and I'll do it.
I don't know. See, man, we got this the tournament and shit coming up. Man, bro, I ain't gonna hold you because my brother Knockout started this tournament. And hey, man, you know I gotta support my brother. That's my guy. I was like, man, I gotta be a part of it, and I cover, you know, the debates after. And I was like, man, I was supposed to actually go on vacation. So my son, his last week of school is next week, right?
Oh, okay.
Right after he get out of school, you know, he'll go kick it a couple weeks with his moms and shit. And then usually that's my vacay time.
Yeah.
It's time for me to make sense. You know, I got a little free time, so you know, that's vacay
make
time.
A couple moves, yeah.
And I'm postponing my vacay time for this damn debate series. But that's my brother, man. I fought with Knockout the long way, so I'm gonna do it. But it hurt me to the heart. It hurt me to the heart.
Hey,
man.
I knew it, man. Hey, I don't know if you still got my number, but yeah, man, just let me know, and I can do it.
I got your number. I got it.
Hey, because to me, man, I really love what we doing, man. I love this boxing. I'm getting real close to getting monetized, and I'll be honest with you, man. One thing I learned about YouTube, man, it's not easy. It's not easy.
That shit is not easy at all, bro. Like
it's a grind, man.
But you know, this is the thing. My whole thing. I ain't never planned to get paid off this or anything like that. One thing I always think about is once again, I just want to talk to motherfuckers so people stay in tune to the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
Like, even with myself, man, I love the history of boxing. I realize on my channel I end up focusing on more things that's present. And I was thinking to myself the other day, I was talking to my partner, and I was like, man, because he was actually like, man, you don't go into the history. I was like, but the problem is, bro, I need to keep people engaged. And there are times where you start to talk about the history of boxing, and what happens is people disengage with you. And they're everything. We live in a microwave society. And because we live in that microwave society, everybody expects shit. And hence the reason I have to try to focus and keep it on certain topics. And I know it ain't the best way, but at the same time, it ain't about the best way. It's about trying to bring as many eyes to the sport, right? That's what it's really about. And I hope there are times where people go click on Ryan Garcia. They love Ryan Garcia. They don't know shit about boxing. And then they find your channel. They find my channel. They find another channel that's pushing the latest in the sport. And then it helped them become a fan of or look forward to what may be coming next. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. It's an interesting situation. It's an interesting situation to be in.
Because, you know, I like boxing too. When I think about Shoo, Schofield, what's the guy? Big Baby. You know, Big Baby's from Ohio.
Oh, you know, I love Big Baby. I think he the good. I think Big Baby is the good.
I think he might be our first undisputed champion, man. I really do. I think
hold on. Big Baby from Toledo, ain't he?
Yeah, he's from Toledo. Yeah. Only thing that worried me about him is, does he have elite size? Pause.
Does he have elite? He about 6'4", 6'5", so.
I think closer to 6'3".
Yeah.
I went to they have a little thing, like, because he's kind of big. He's starting to get big around here. They had like actual cutout of him. He's 6'3". Yeah, he's 6'3".
But I think he got skill. Like he got great skills. So I think he's trouble. I think he's trouble for a lot of those dudes, man. I think he's trouble.
But only person besides, Paul, size is gonna be a huge deal. We talking about somebody 6'7", somebody
But I
six
mean,
six.
but all right. So real quick, let's just think about this. Who are
Mm-hmm.
we thinking he gonna fight that size? He not gonna ever fight Fury. Fury is never gonna take that fight.
What about
So
Wilder?
Wilder's never gonna take that fight.
Mm.
The people he gonna be looking to fight are gonna be. I don't know if Big Bang Zane take this fight. I don't think he takes the fight either. Um, man, it's gonna be and this is in my opinion, this is why he definitely the next top heavyweight. It's gonna be the Hergoviches of the world. It's gonna be the what's my brother name? The Tony Iokas of the world. The
Oh, I see what you're saying. You thinking those guys that I'm thinking of, they're gonna be gone. I see what you're saying.
Right. The upper echelon, if you look at the majority of them guys, first off, Big Baby is what, 24, 23, 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys, they getting close to their 40s. And so even when you look at what's the juggernaut over there from Britain,
Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce. Shit, Joe Joyce about to be there. He about to be 40. All these dudes that we consider the upper echelon of boxing right now, especially in the heavyweight division, they out their prime. Deontay Wilder out his prime. Tyson Fury, I think Tyson Fury is like 34, 35 or some shit. So
Yeah, he's my age. He's 30. He's about to be 33 coming up.
Okay. So
yeah, he about to be 33 coming up.
Damn, you 33?
Yeah.
How you think I am, bro? How?
You probably what, 38? Or you in your 40s?
Bro, I'll be 35 June 30th.
Oh, okay.
Man, yeah, I'm an 88 baby. I'm an 88 baby.
Okay. Yeah.
You're 89 baby. You 89 baby?
No, 1990.
90.
The real babies.
Stop it. That's when shit started getting soft in the 90s.
That's when y'all was left over. Y'all 88 babies, y'all was left over.
No. The 80 babies are the ones who still keeping it a buck right now. That's the 80.
Oh, there you go. Hey, but you know it's funny you say that, man. I think what you seeing and what I'm seeing too is that me and you are old enough now to actually see the world change in front of us. Right. Like when my father said that, we young,
didn't really understand it. Didn't really understand it at the time.
The world is nothing like it was when me and you were 17.
That's a fact.
A fact. If you even think about this part is gonna mess you up. When you think about how kids are now. Me and you was watching Cartoon Network, the Disney Channel. We wasn't on phones looking at nothing crazy. We might maybe sneak and see something, but these kids watching stuff like out the gate. I mean, it's a wild world we're living in, though. I'm telling you, bro.
How old are your kids?
My daughter's only 4.
She's 4. Okay, look.
Yeah.
So I got an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And my that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Hey, he got a whooping today. He got his ass toe up today. It is what it is. He did.
He's supposed to, man.
He got his ass toe up today. So
yeah.
But at the same time, the thing is I watch how, and I agree with you 100%. Back then, man, I didn't really start using the internet. Yeah, we had AOL. I might be able to go online and play cards with my friends when I was. But at the end of the day, man, I ain't really used AOL. None of this shit. I didn't really start using the internet till I got to college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, my son, this dude, he got the internet at his fingertips. His mom stay in Alabama, so she was like, "Well, I'm gonna buy him a phone." This, that. I was like, "Hey, all right, you can get him a phone, but I got all type of blocks and shit on there. And guess what? I still don't know if it catch what it's supposed to catch. I don't know. I be going on there looking at shit. I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, man. I don't need. God damn." But at the end of the day, man, it's a different time and a different era. And what we see from the fighters, it's the same thing. We see the same thing from the fighters. So It is.
It's funny. I'll tell you something funny that's making me laugh is because for a long time, and I can gather this by talking to you. Me and you was always the youngest going around.
Facts.
And ain't it funny how like now we meeting other young dudes calling us old?
Yeah, hey, bro. I swear to God, man, I got hit with OG the other day, right? I was like,
yeah,
is he talking to me? Am I the old? Oh, damn, I'm the OG now. Okay, all right. Let me embrace the role. And I'm sitting.
Go ahead.
Now I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I didn't see the time switch, and then bro was like, "Yeah, I'm 29, bro." I'm like, "Hey, shout out to you, my brother. Hey, I'm rocking with you. It is what it is. What else I'm gonna say, bro? Hey, I got love for
you. And that's what made me laugh because it's a doggone shame that people think 29 is a kid. That's a problem. You know something funny? I don't know if you I don't want to get too much political, but I don't know if you listen to.
Hey, hold on. I talk everything. Hey, anything you want to talk. Hey, you may not agree with my opinion, but I'm definitely going to give it.
But I'll say this: I think Chuck D made a very, very great point when he said because of Comcast, I think that's the company that owns BT, a lot of these cable networks growing up. He said because of that, they changed teenage age from being 13
to 8,
or from being from 13 to 19 being a teenager to being from 13 to 35 because I hear so many people, like I'm a sales manager, so I hear people all the time say stuff like, I'm just a kid.
Yeah.
I be thinking like,
well, what are you
kid for
about?
who?
Yeah.
A kid for who? And it's bad, man. It's bad.
So I do. I don't do it now, but I've done a lot of hiring at the company I work at, and shit, right? And so, now like I said, thank God I don't have to hire anybody anymore. But I managed the call center at one time. I managed a provisioning center, a work center, what we would call it. And the thing is, man, you like you said, you have people coming in, and I remember when I was coming up, right? I remember that. I remember my first job. You know what I'm saying? Was my first job ever was outside of college. In college. This was in college. I worked at Best Buy, right? I went to my interview at Best Buy, suit, tie. You know what I'm saying? All the way square. My second job, the job that I hold now, I held it for shit. I got an anniversary coming up, 13, 14 years, something like that. The job that I'm in now. When I went and applied suit, tie, this, I interview individuals, and they would come in sweatsuits. They would come in jeans. Like it's not that I want to hold it against you. It's just, damn. What I mean, when you come in to interview for a job,
you should look like it.
you put your best on. You put your Sunday best on. You want to give the best. The best first impression you can give. And I'm watching dude came in skinny jeans, you know what I'm saying, chains hanging off the damn waist, sagging, and I'm sitting here like,
you here for what?
And
you here to get the trash?
Yeah, and you expected me to hire you? And the crazy thing, maybe you knowledgeable than a motherfucker, maybe you smart than a motherfucker. The first impression though that I just got off of you is I can't have this influence in my center. Not in my center.
No. Because what happens is salute to my man G. That's my Cleveland brother right there, my man GD.
Shout out to GD.
I think the funny thing is, and the funny thing about call centers, it's a lot of women there. And one thing I learned, I actually got this book. I got this book late in life, man. It's called Emotional Intelligence, and I've been looking at it. And you get dudes in there because my wife used to work at a call center. Man, dudes be in there so thirsty. They be looking bad. and then they make the environment bad because they be so thirsty. And you know what I found out, and this is something I didn't know. A lot of dudes didn't grow up with no girlfriend, bro. So these dudes be acting a monkey about women, and they be like women who don't even want them. Like it's just bad, man. And these younger guys, man, they're getting worse, man. They're getting worse.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you the best thing that happened to me in my career.
Mm-hmm.
So I started off right. I jumped in. I was in the call center,
mm-hmm.
and then I was because of however I came into the company. I was on what they would say the fast track, quote unquote fast track, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I went from being a call center manager. I spent literally 6 months there.
Mm-hmm.
In those 6 months doing interviews, hell, I had just got hired. And so I'm interviewing and managing the call center shit. That was the worst shit I could ever do in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I moved into a provisioning center next. In the provisioning center that I moved to, I went from having people who were 27, or well, really the call center is probably like 23 to 34, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I went to managing those individuals to managing motherfuckers who were 45 to 55, 60. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I went to manage the old motherfuckers. The difference was that they were a lot more calm. They knew their job. I didn't have to be in the call center when I was there, bro. Like there were times I had to have meetings. I'm like, bro, we listening to your call right now. You know every call is recorded, bro. Like we're listening to it. And what?
Why are you talking like this?
Yeah, you didn't offer none of the service. Like you didn't offer shit, bro. Like you didn't do nothing on this motherfucking call, bro. It is what it is. And then I went from that to managing older people who knew their job. They knew their job way more than I knew it. So now I'm learning from them, trying to understand their job. And so when you go from those different dynamics, this is the one thing that you see.
Mm-hmm.
At least with the older motherfuckers, right? At least with them, man. I gotta give them credit. They're gonna get their work done. Now, if I need them to do extra, or if I need help with something, now they may not be. Hey, I gotta go talk shit and bribe your ass into that.
For sure.
I know that.
Yeah.
But at least you're gonna get your shit done. With the call center shit, bro. Like I'm like, bro, y'all supposed to be meeting these metrics. We are not meeting these motherfucking metrics. I'm having meetings with y'all niggas every motherfucking morning, bro. I'm tired of meeting with y'all. I don't want to meet with y'all. I don't. Y'all look, they looking at me like an asshole, and I'm like, bro, if y'all just do y'all job, I will cancel all these morning meetings. But I can't go report. I can't go report numbers. I cannot go report numbers to anybody with what the fuck y'all doing if I'm not for them sit here and stay on y'all helmet, bro. Like it is what it is. And I don't know, bro. Like that shit, it's a different mentality from the older to the and I feel like me and you kind of in the middle, right? I see the younger mentality, right? And even then, shit, at that current moment in time, shit, I was 20, 24, 25, 26 at managing them crazy ass motherfuckers. Bro, I would have HR calls. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. I have HR calls. And it'd be like, well, this person has been accused for sexual harassment. And I'm saying, like, what? Hold on, whoa. Nobody didn't report nothing to me. And they're like, no, they reported it straight to us. I'm sitting here like, all right, what the fuck y'all want me to do then? What do y'all want me to do? Just go ahead and let me know what to do, because clearly I didn't even have a chance to intervene or speak on this shit. This shit got out of control, bro. Like I was so happy to get away from the young motherfuckers, bro. And then and then I went to work with the older motherfuckers, and they old enough to be my aunt, my mother, and at least working with them, like I said, they knew their job. And because they knew their job, I didn't know their job nearly as well as they did, but I was young and they fucked with me, you know what I'm saying? So they would help me out in that situation. And I believe they would work harder at certain times, and they would try to help me out. And so then when I finally figured out what kind of was going on, my whole game plan was to help them out. And so I had a different relationship with the older individuals who knew what was going on in the company versus the young cats who was just going to be running wild. And when I came in as a younger, because I was 26, damn, I was probably 25, 26, somewhere in there. When I came and started managing them, and they're gonna tell me, shit, man, I got children older than you. Cool.
Yeah, they love to tell you that.
Hey, perfect. No. Get what I used to tell them. Perfect. The same way you would want to help your son, help me. That's the exact attitude I want you to have. No. That's the exact attitude I want you to come with. The same way you want to help them, help me, and then help me help you. Give me the opportunity to show you that I'm at least fighting for you. And when you had that type of relationship, shit, I did that shit for damn near 7 years. You know what I'm saying? And then just recently I got into a position now where shit, I manage my own shit now. So I don't need nobody help. I get to do my own motherfucking thing. But
yeah,
it took me time to build up to where I wanted to be, and now I'm like, shit, if I can run my own shit, I ain't gotta fuck with none of y'all crazy motherfuckers. And I love y'all. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be in there. I don't want to have to be forcing another individual to do their job. And so, I mean, this was the best. All right, my bad. I got long-winded on that. My apologies.
No. It's a great story because I think, and that's why I like to hear you talk, man, because it's funny. I remember my wife used to tell me when she used to run a call center. She was a sales manager, but like at a call center, and they had something called wrap up. Like, I don't know. I think that's like, wrap up the call right or something. And she would just have so much trouble with people doing basic things, like being on the phone, doing the job they ask. And it's funny because, like you said, you be trying to be fair, and it'd be so crazy because when you actually try to manage fair, people just bring the worst out of you. They just do stupid stuff. They try to take advantage because you're younger, and then when you write somebody up, oh, why you write me up? Because you ain't do the job. And it'd be like,
what?
When you talk about the younger ones, man, I just say, man, it's bad because I'm seeing so many young men and women, man, have like no idea what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know why they're doing what they're doing. They just running through life. And you talk about keeping up with the Joneses. That's all people want to do now. They're worried about what somebody that they don't even know or even know that they're alive. They care about what that person's doing.
But and the craziest thing, when you talk about it that way, one thing, and like you said, people trying to keep up with the Joneses, the turnover rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had more interviews early in my career than nigga, you gotta pay me to interview somebody, motherfucking right now. I'm not gonna. Now, if we bring somebody onto the team, I'll train them, but I'm not interviewing nobody else. Well, and maybe later I will, but I done got past that stage of my career of interviews. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy because, man, the turnover rate was so and like I said, I was there probably 2-3 years. The turnover rate was so crazy. And I'm sitting here like, God damn, man, now we got a turnover rate. They already done pulled my goddamn trainer. You know what I'm saying? I had a trainer and shit that was and the company I work for, they got a union as well. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta manage the union, I gotta manage the employees and find a balance there, all type of shit. And it was crazy because I'm sitting here like, man, our turnover ratio was crazy. Like we at one point in time, I was managing like 63 people. And my turnover ratio for the call center, man, that shit like individual lasting 7 months was the median average of how long people last. And I'm sitting here like, bruh, when they say 7 months, mind you, I got niggas who done been there 4, 5, 6, 7 years. So when it becomes 7 months, it means that that fresh level, it continues to turn over. And as it continues to turn over, I gotta bring you in, I gotta interview, I gotta bring you in, and then I gotta make sure you get trained accordingly. And it just like I was like, man, I was so happy when I got out that shit, bro. And then when I got out of it, I went to, like I said, the provision center with the older individuals, and I'm like, y'all so locked into y'all motherfucking ways. Luckily, I'm working with a lot of black women. Respectfully, I say this respectfully. I'm working with a lot of older black women, and because I was the youngest dude in the center, you know what I'm saying? My team, me and my team, we always had fun. You know what I'm saying? I always came in. I'm gonna show my team love. They're gonna show me love. I had mishaps here and there, but the majority of the time I was able to keep my team in line, and they was gonna work with me because they know, you know, hey, I'm a young dude. I'm in here. Y'all don't see young dudes in here on a regular basis. Y'all know what y'all know I'm fast tracked already. So man, show me some love so I can move accordingly, man. And I would bring it up in meetings. I'd be like, look, man, listen. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. I would go into some of my meetings. And I'm like, look, this is our numbers. Y'all know we're not hitting our numbers. We done talked about this in the huddles. We done talked about it in the huddles already. We know we're not hitting our numbers. And then I would have some of the older individual in the group. They would I would be talking, and then I always have a round. You know how you do with your team. And so they would come out. They'd be like, "Look, man, y'all gotta do y'all job. Y'all know y'all damn job. Hey, he done came here and he trying to help with this and this, and man, do your damn job." And I'm sitting here like, I don't know if you can cuss in here, but I agree with her. Do your job. Do your job, bro. Like, if y'all do y'all job, it make it so much easier on me to clear roadblocks for y'all. Do your job, and I got you. And
you know so they don't know when they got a good boss. That's the bad part.
No, hey, but the crazy thing was so when like I said, I was, I don't know, 3-4 years over 2-3 years over at the call center. When I moved to the provisioning center, I spent damn near 9 years there. I've been in my job now a year, where I'm at now. And so in those 9 years, I managed 1, 2, 3, 4. I managed 5 different teams in those 9 years in the provisioning center. Mm-hmm. The thing that happens is my first team was my worst team. Yeah. And then after that, word gets around about how you manage. And everybody else, when they would realize that I was going to be their manager, what my director actually started doing, she would say, I put this on everything I love. And my director, Sharon she retired now, but I don't know, she probably, at the time, she had been at the company 35, 40 years. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, when I started moving, she'll be like, all right, I need you to go over here. They need, I need you to build their confidence up. I need you it's low morale over there. It's low morale in the group. I need you to go over there. And I would tell Sharon, true story. This is a true story. When I first signed with the company, I came in at $35,000, bro. $35,000. Well, it was really I think it was 37.9 or some shit like that.
But that's not bad back in 13 years ago. That's not bad.
Yeah, no. But then when she saw what I was making and shit, you know, after I had been through, and by the time I got over there, I was making probably 47,000, somewhere about 47,000. Mm-hmm. Sharon was like, all right, I got you. Just, hey, I need you to bring the morale up for me. And I was like, hey, whatever you need me to do, I got you, Sharon. I got you. Mm-hmm. Man, I went, like I said, damn near 6 groups I went through. And not all of them. A couple of them I didn't have to bring morale up. I just kind of had to bring shit together. But the majority of them, it was just about me bringing the morale up in the group. And with me being the young dude over there working with a whole bunch of black women, once again, when you work with them and they see a young black man over there, they show you love.
You're not gonna lose.
Hey,
they can look out for it.
I played all that to my benefit to get to where I'm at right now. I played it to my benefit. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't
I'm gonna
lying.
tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you the funny thing about what you just said. You validated exactly what everybody knows. There's nothing without a good black and Spanish woman. You have nothing without it. And I only say that I bring, black and Spanish because I look at us as one. And I always mess with my wife, man, about that because we don't know for sure, but her and her brother, man, they look like some Dominicans. Now, you know how black people
You said they look like who? Hold on. You said they look like what?
They look like it's some Dominicans, man. So,
hey, real quick, I love Dominicans. I love Dominicans.
Yeah, but that's just black. That's just black with a little taco sauce, man.
And that's why we love them. That's why they us. They right there with us. So.
And it's just funny because when you thinking about what you were just saying, man, it's so hard. People don't understand the whole racial element. It really, really gets you sometimes when people get upset about how their life is. They see a young black guy on the fast track, like you said, doing this thing. They be trying to figure out a way to just throw you off. You're like, why, man?
Bro,
why you want?
I put this on everything I love, on everything I love. Mm-hmm. So when I got hired with like 6 people. It was actually funny because the only person still at the company I'm at, I actually reported to her father at one point in my career. You know what I'm saying? And we got hired on at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So she's still there, but outside of that, and she's white. She is white. Yeah. But I saw a black lady who was probably at the time when we got hired together. I think mine was probably 41 or so. She had just graduated. The problem was she got pregnant like our second year there. And when she got pregnant, they laid her ass off. Respect. Hey. I was like, God damn, this shit cold. Then we had another dude, bro. He went to Virginia. What is it? VSU, Virginia State University. Both his parents worked for the company, and his father actually passed away. After his father passed, his mother retired, and then like a year and a half later, they laid his ass off. Yeah. Then we had another lady, you know what I'm saying? She came on, her mom worked for the company, and her mom retired, laid her ass off. And I was sitting there, I'm sitting there like, bro, I ain't got nobody. I don't know. I blame God. I blame God for this. Nobody else. Yeah. Just want to be clear on that. This had nothing to do with my abilities. It had the most I was looking out for me. Excuse me. And I didn't have nobody related in the company, and I was able to maneuver my way. Like I told you, call center to provisioning center to now I'm carrier management, and I was able to maneuver my way through and still be here 12, 13 years later. You know what I'm saying? I got to see. And it's crazy. What's the date? Today the 13th. My anniversary is either, it might be the day, shit. It's either the day or the 17th. I can't remember which date it is. But hey, at that point in time, bro, I'm gonna be all of 13 years into the company. And you know, hey, it is what it is. And hey, I ain't rich. I'm definitely not rich. And so not even close to rich. Not even close to rich. But
you know what it is, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you grow up as a black man in America, bro, when you make any type of decent money, it feels rich because when you get them food stamps, bro, or your mom or somebody getting them county checks, you didn't even realize. Like, I didn't even realize it, man. Like my mom used to make like $8 an hour at Rite Aid.
Bro, you didn't even know you was broke, bro. You didn't even know you was broke.
No. So that's why I feel rich. That's why I feel rich when you got a decent job as a black.
Yeah. Bro, you know, and it's crazy because like the way I grew up in a household before my mom. My mom, she went to more or less trade school. She became a radiology technologist, right?
Right.
And so, but before that, before she was able to do that, I grew up in the household with my mom, my grandmother, and my great grandmother.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up at. And Big Mom, that's my great grandmother. Rest in peace. Uh, that's the one who really, because my grandmother, she worked at nights. She worked at Kroger in the bakery at nights, and then during the day, she's a Jehovah Witness. So she was out in field service. I done been out in field service with her. You know what I'm saying? I done did all of that. I done did all of it.
That's a
And
crime, bro.
no, that's a fact. It is what it is. Hey, that's a fact. It is what it is. Big Mom, I grew up in the house with Big Mom. You know what I'm saying? My mom was in school / work. Um, even when my mom started or when we moved out, you know what I'm saying?
Are you
Uh,
from Atlanta or you from outside of Atlanta?
nah, I'm not from Atlanta, bro. I'm from the country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm from the country, bro. I'm
Like,
not.
where about?
No. I'm probably like I'm from probably 2 hours outside of. No, it ain't probably. It is 2 hour, 2 hours south of Atlanta, 75 south. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
So, so I'm from the
You was
country.
in rural Georgia.
Yeah. No, hey, but
Oh,
we call it Middle Georgia. It's Middle Georgia,
yeah.
not rural Georgia. We in Middle Georgia. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, this is what we call it.
Don't
This is what
recall
we
it,
call
yeah.
it. I'm from Middle Georgia, and yeah. I mean, I would even when my mom when she got everything, she started with her job. We moved out from my grandmother. Before we moved out, I walked to school. You know what I'm saying? I walked to school and I walked home.
Right.
And then when we moved out, my mom would take me to school. Then I walked to my grandma's house, right? And it just that's how you grew up.
Yeah.
And at the time, bro, like even now I see my son. I'm like, man, this nigga, he ain't finna walk to school. I'm gonna he gonna get on the bus or I'm gonna drive him to school. One.
Hey,
But back in the day, bro, if for some reason, you know what I'm saying, something happened and my grandma had to go out or my grandma didn't get home on time, my mama couldn't take, nigga, hey, and it wasn't even when it was the majority. Hey, walk to school, wake up, eat breakfast. You know what I'm saying? You get your grits, eggs, bacon. Shout out to Big Mom. I had a regiment that I was gonna have. I know on Wednesdays we're gonna have salmon patties. I know on Fridays we're gonna have fish. I know on Saturdays we're gonna have chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what's
yeah,
gonna be like that's how you grow up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, you wake up, hey, Big Mom come down, I walk to school. And then even after when my mom started taking me to school, I would still walk because my mom didn't get off till 5. School get out at what I don't remember 3:30, and so I would walk from school to my grandma's house. My grandma, she would be out in field service, and my great grandma, she be waiting there, and get what she got waiting for me.
what you got waiting?
Noodle. She got ramen noodles and hot dogs. Ramen noodles and hot dogs waiting. Ramen noodles and hot dogs. And she cooked the ramen noodle. She cooked the hot dogs in the ramen noodles. So all that shit just go on the plate together. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That was the good food. That was the good food.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So,
Hey, but you know the funny thing, and I'll say this, I used to look forward to walking home. But see, I had a different thing. When my mom was 18 when she had me. Dad was 20, mom was 18. And some of the stuff you get to do when you with your mom, at least for me, it was like night and day. Because when I got with my grandma, it was business time. When I used to be with my mom, I always think about
oh,
the day.
hey, look. Your mom was your friend.
Yeah,
Hey, your grandparents, they were so they had the iron rod on your ass.
yeah.
Hey, you better straighten up. You better straighten up.
You know the
And
funny
and this
story.
is what we miss today. This is what we missing today. I gotta say this. I gotta say it. We missing the way the old people used to treat the kids back in the day. Today, you got too many parents, kids. Like I tell you, I had to beat the shit respectfully. I say this respectfully. Y'all don't report me. My son, he had to get it today. He had to get it. It is what it is. And a lot of people ain't gonna sit here and say, "Hey, you got to get this, bro. You got you got to catch this one. You got to catch this one." I love my son. I love him. But at the same time, and when he go to his grandma's house, guess what? When he go to my mom, his grandma, my mama, guess what? All that'll be sucked up and fed up over there. Oh, he love going. He gonna see it done swapped. It done swapped on us. Big mom for us, grandma for us, ain't grandma today.
No.
Because grandma today, our parents, they were the ones who were. What's the word I want to use? They weren't the toughest ones on us. It was this is for me. I can't say for you.
Yeah, that's the same thing for me.
It was my it was Big Mom. Big Mom was the one who was on my head. You know what I'm saying? I remember going and peeling switches. I remember the exact tree to go get the switch from. I remember it. You know what I'm saying? And then Big Mom, we had a dog at the time as well. Big Mom didn't just beat me with the switch. She hit the dog with the switch too, Nina. The dog name was Nina. A little black Chihuahua mixed breed ragged ass dog. Ragged ass. But hey, I loved it. That was my ride or die partner right there. You know what I'm saying? And so, hey, look, me and Nina, man, we rock with each other because we both got the switch, right? We both got the switch, the braided switch. So
My grandma used to send me to get a switch. I'm bringing in twigs, man. And then one time I bought one, a real skinny one.
Nope.
I know the skinny ones hurt like that.
Listen, there was a problem right here. If you and you learned this early, if you try to bring the quote unquote twigs in, all right, I'll go get my own. Oh fuck. So then what I did was you start getting the one medium long, kind of thick. That's what you go for. Medium long, kind of thick. Because if they too wiggly at the end, that shit swipe at the end. That shit swipe. Hey, look, that's the one that leave them whelps on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You be like, God damn it. Look, you we done woke up the next morning and got 5-6 whelps on your calf and thighs. You be like, God damn.
You ain't going to school.
What the hell they going on? Let me put some jeans on right now. Let me put some jeans on.
Hey,
Let me see this.
And you know what? It's funny, man. I was reading this article about it. How much, because I don't call myself African American, I call it black.
Hold on. Say that again.
I don't believe in calling myself an African American. I call myself a black American.
Yeah, we may be African, but we so far removed from African that we just black. Yeah, I agree. We just black.
So as a black American, as a black American, man, it's funny how we all have the same shared experiences because just like I'm sure you heard, whether it would be growing up Pentecostal, they had that perfection gospel about everything. But really, the older folks, man, like my aunt Amy that passed, man, she was like 90 when I was like 10. And you should hear, man, some of the stuff they like. Do you know when she was young going to church, if she was in her Sunday clothes, they would have to get off the sidewalk and let the other guys walk down the sidewalk and bow to them. And I was like, wow, bro. They got, man.
Now what? Hold on now. Who are these people now? Who are these people?
This is like in the 40s and 50s I'm talking about. So
what you saying these your aunties?
Yeah, my great aunts. But see what
No. And only reason because and I want to ask one question. Did they grow up in the same area in Ohio? They grew up in Ohio as well?
No, basically what happened with my family was kind of funny was that my family is from a place called Wynn, Arkansas. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
ended
Oh
up
Lord, y'all from. Oh,
they met a guy here. He actually had a church.
hold on. Your family, y'all from Arkansas?
Wynn, Arkansas.
Lord have mercy.
Wynn, Arkansas.
Lord have mercy. Hey, Arkansas.
Hey, and this is the funny thing. This is the part that's going to blow your mind. My great grandma lived on somebody's property, and pretty much was told she had to go. That's all she knew. And she happened to know a guy who was a preacher who was pretty fair skinned, and they brought him up here to the Cleveland area, and they was able to start their life here. And the cool thing was about my mom having me so young, I got to meet a lot of because I was my grandma's
Right.
first grandchild, she was a baby as well. I got to have a bunch of old uncles and aunties, kind of show me the way. And I got the same thing with you. You got a different picture of life and understand, like, hey, anything we going through now is nothing like on Sarah.
No,
That's like a big mama with, you know what I mean? So, and then you got these, and this is the bad part, man. Now you got these people that's so anti-family, and it's like, if you sit me down, go ahead.
I got it, and I want to get political on this. I want to go political with this.
Go ahead.
I listened to you speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think me and you, we have very similar values. If that makes sense. I agree with you 100% that we see people trying to destroy the family. This seems to be the goal today. And correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if you think I'm wrong. Correct me. And I won't take no. If you cut me off and mute me, I have no problem with it. I feel like the people today is so anti-family, it's ridiculous. It's gotten so crazy going anti-family that everything except family is accepted now. Do you see things that way?
Exact same way. And think about this. Now, we had a whole movement. This might be controversial, but we had a whole movement with the whole, Black Lives Matter, all that good stuff.
Wait. Did we have a movement?
But listen, let me.
No. Before I let you finish, I want to say this thing. And this we should do a show. You know what? You got me. You've been recruiting me. You wanted me to come over. Damn it. You know what I want to do a show with you with?
You went out. Say it again.
Say it again.
I missed what you said. You kind of cut out. What'd you say?
I said, you've been wanting me to rock. You've been recruiting me.
Yeah.
You got me. But hold on. But guess what you got me on?
What's that?
We definitely gonna talk boxing. I already know that.
Yeah.
But I also want to do, man, we could do a show together where, and I think I got something I want to propose to you. I'll probably call you about it. Man, fuck it, I'll tell you here. We could do a simulcast, and we can do something where we do. I don't know how late you rock. I know this is the weekend for you, so
yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is the time I rock on a regular basis.
I got you.
And so I'm not saying every day, but once a week, I want to do a show boxing, but also. Oh, go ahead. Did you say hold up?
No, I said okay.
Boxing, but also political, as well as speaking on the Black culture. I want it to be a very open show.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of stuff I say is going to be considered controversial.
No. And that. Listen, no, stop. This is what I want. I love, brother, and you, BVO, me and you, we done talk a lot of times. Yeah, nah, nigga, you be hitting me up early in the middle of the day, I be working, nigga, But I will tell you this. I love the way you speak on the culture, whether it's controversial or not. Fuck
Yeah.
controversy. Fuck controversy. I'm about conversation. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear your opinion, and I think you have a fantastic opinion. And it's interesting to me. I'm gonna tell you what really. If you hear, I keep snapping.
Yeah.
Certain things really interest me. One thing that really interests me with you is that you're a tad bit younger, but at the same time, it's the same experience. And I want to hear your experience to find the holes in, and when I say holes, not in your
I know what
experience,
you mean.
not I'm saying to find the holes in the gaps as far as what the people are missing. You have one, I have one, and I think we can just blend that shit and really speak on it. And I think that shit'll be powerful. And so, hey, but at the same time, I got to cook you on a lot of things boxing wise as well, because you still, I believe you challenged me to a debate. I'll
Yeah.
let you rescind that. You can rescind that. You should rescind that.
You should.
But
You
if you
said
but
that.
but if you don't want to rescind it, if you don't want to rescind it, I will cook you on on whatever topic. But I thought it was the Canelo topic. I thought that's what it was. But
Yeah,
whatever
that's what-
topic you want it to be, whatever topic you want it to be.
Hey, but you've never cooked me. Not ever.
No. We got hold on. Hey, BVO. Now you know. Hey, now you know I'm about to smoke. My brother Knockout Boxing 86 TV.
Mm-hmm.
He has a debate series.
Right.
I'm in the debate tournament, the World Series, and we will be covering it on the show as well. But if you want to debate, we can set it up. Hey, you give the topic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nearly as confident as Knockout is, because I want to win, and Knockout be like, bring whoever the fuck you want to bring. Nope, I'm not saying that. What I will say is this though. You bring a judge, I bring a judge, and then we'll agree. And Q to God. Q to God will be the final judge.
Okay.
And me and you can debate on whatever, bro.
That's perfect.
And there's no disrespect. That's just
I'll probably bring Pride Fight, but
say it again.
I'll probably bring my homeboy Pride Fight as my judge. But
Hey, I ain't mad at that. Bring Pride. Hey, I rock with Prize. I rock with him. If he gonna, it is what it is. Hey, I rock with him. So, hey, it is what it is. I ain't got no problem with Prize. I ain't got no problem. And then I'll pick a judge. I don't know. Shit, who would I ask the judge? Knockout is the moderator. I would say, who would I ask the judge? I don't have no, bro. I don't have nobody to ask the judge. Like, I just don't. I fuck with too many people. So, what I'll say is I don't even want to pick that. I'll let you bring Prize, and then shit. Any judge you want, any other judges. I don't want to do it that way because.
Oh, that's fine. Cause I don't mind second card.
No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Hey, I'm a Canelo fan, so I'm gonna come in with it.
Hold on. Give me the topic first. Give me the topics for the debate. What do you want to debate on?
I'll probably debate about Canelo's career and overall impact.
All right, Canelo career overall. Hold on. Now, this is the problem with that. Debate wise, and we can do it. We can do it.
But is it your debate that Canelo that Canelo's not giving us the fights that you think he should?
Hold on. Do you want to debate that he is or he isn't?
No, that you said he isn't.
Right.
The fights that you want. And
All right, hold
on. And what I said is, why should he? He really can fight who he wants at this point.
All right, hold on. I'm pulling my shit up. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold the line for 1 second. Let me make sure I can get this squared away. I want to make a phone call real quick to make sure I can get it squared away like I want to, and then we're gonna go in on it. We're gonna go in. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook, and then I'm going on mute for a second. But I'm still in the panel. I'm still here.
Yeah. But as everybody knows, we having a great conversation. And shout out to my man GD. He said, "Hey, that's that's love right there. It's jelly sandwich. I miss my grandma." Hey, I tell you what, man. A lot of kids today won't understand how much fun it was having a grandma. And I think that the reason that some of us talk about our grandmas the way we do is because we really just miss that relationship, the laughter, and that kind of stuff that you had with your grandma. Because a lot of us, truth be told, man, our mothers was just like big sister. And I can say my mom has been more my mom now that my grandma is gone than it was when she was here. So that's also a good thing as well, because when somebody gets out the way, somebody else gets a chance to move up and step up in that same spot. So that's always a good thing. But
No. And you're absolutely correct about that. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to move. It's always in anything that you ever look at, it's always supposed to be somebody there to replace. You know what I'm saying? The individual who we would all consider the goods. And how do you get to that level? Well, you have to show and prove that you're the good.
And you know the funny thing is, but I want to finish that conversation about what I said. My whole political thing is a little different because this is a vampire shit. So my whole goal.
Hold on. Wait a minute. This ain't no vampire shit because I ain't no vampire. And I rock like this all the time, motherfucker. Respectfully. I say that respectfully.
All of it, I get what you're saying. But for me, granddad, as my homeboys call it, so, hey, this is granddad. You know, saying, hey, this is a vampire street for me. But what I'm saying is, when you look at the whole Black Lives Matter movement, it's a travesty. Because this we had 3 women from a certain community purposely put it out there that we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that, and we never wanted that. At the end of the day, I'm sure my man Doug can agree with me on this. All we want as blacks is to have a fair shot and leave me alone while I take care of my family. Do your thing over there, but leave me alone while I take care of my family. And it's funny because if you say that, you're wrong. Like I had a homeboy who was wearing a shirt that said I can't breathe. I'm like, bro, so you think it's cool to wear the man's dying words on your chest? What? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that's stupid, bro. That's stupid.
Make it make sense.
Bro, his last words, I can't breathe. And I'm going to tell you what I said.
Brother, hey, listen.
People going to be mad at me for I'm going to I said, what type of monkey stuff is that? You going to have, and I'm up here laughing. He thought I was joking. So I said, bro, what you did is sick. Like you wore a shirt that said I can't breathe. You're sick. So you pretty much are making fun of him saying his last words, I can't breathe. You niggas put on the shirt. And it's like, then you got something that I get killed for at the barbershop. Everybody want to talk about what the cops do, but they don't say nothing about no black and black crime. You don't say nothing about black and black crime?
Let me ask a question.
I got a better chance to get shot.
Hold on. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I got something that's coming up time, or I'm 2 minutes behind time on somewhere I'm supposed to be. It is what it is. But I want to say this. I want to say this first, and that's why I cut you off. I apologize, but I want to say this. BVU, I'll fuck with you, bro. I'll fuck with you. And one thing I want to say is I want to have more conversations like this. There are times where you get out here, hey, we can talk boxing all day. And you know I love boxing. Like I truly love boxing. Mm-hmm. I love boxing like I love basketball, like I love football. I love all these sports.
Right.
Everybody can't talk boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you being able to and everything you bring to the platform. You do a hell of a job. Now you're barking up the wrong tree. Now, do you? If you still want the debate, we can make the debate happen wherever. If you want it, but you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm just gonna let you know.
I need an easy win.
Huh?
I said I need an easy win. You know, stopping you, I'm putting you on the palm. So I'm ready.
Hold on. Stopping me. Hold on, wait. Stopping you. Hold on, stopping me. Put you on the pound for pound list.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
It does.
Hold on. Am I on the pound for pound list?
Yeah.
Am I?
You know you are. Yeah, you know you are. No, the judge for no reason.
Hold on, wait a minute. See, this is where the cap starts. This is these people capping. I'm on my brother's channel right now. My brother got more. You doing numbers that I ain't doing.
This is the thing.
Well, hold on. What are we talking? Hold on. How am I anybody? I ain't nobody.
No,
I'm small. I'm a small.
See,
I ain't got 500 views.
Bro,
I'm small.
This is the thing that you missing.
What am I missing?
It's the same thing like Prize Party was. Prize Party was doing the same type of stuff you was doing. And
What you
I
mean?
told bro, well, no, what I'm talking about as far as used to be like on panels and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, when you get a chance to build and really show what you can do, I know how terrific you are at this boxing debate. There's a reason why somebody picked you to be a judge, but everybody's not going to be Joe Budden. Just like I noticed, like, and I'm not saying I'm the man, but I'm noticing, like, because I got a unique opinion and I can back it up with the boxing history, as you know, it kind of makes me a lightning rod. And the cool thing about the show is, even if I'm a lightning rod, I look at Queen Slit. So I'm reading this book by Rush Limbaugh, man. He talks about how to make a great radio show. And you got to have contrasting personalities together. Because I look at YouTube, future-wise, this could be something special, man. And I'm willing to put the work in and get the right team and break bread to do so. Because I'm telling you, bro, there's too many people making big money on YouTube for us as blacks not to be a part of that, man. Only dude we really got is CJ So Cool. That's really making some big money on YouTube, bro.
Who?
Everybody, CJ So Cool.
Who is that? I don't even know who that is.
CJ So Cool was our age. He probably got about 40 million subscribers.
What's his content about though? What's his content about?
Just like Mr.
Beast. He has boxing content?
No, not boxing content. Just
not
content. He just has content.
About what? About what?
Living his life. Used to work at the casino. And then before you know it, he ended up doing this thing with YouTube, leaving the casino and then bought like a mansion. Just did a lot of cool little stuff. But what I'm saying is, what YouTube is missing is seeing regular guys like me and you who have been through something and can tell the average man and woman something. Not only boxing, but about politics, about what they're going through every day. Because me and you, just like that story you was telling me, when you didn't realize I was interviewing you. You didn't realize that because I'm asking open-ended questions so I can find out more about you. And I'm telling you, man, people need to hear that kind of stuff, bro. People need to hear how you got there, what you got there for, because, man, I'm going to be honest, everybody ain't like Wallow. We don't got Gilly to put us on. You know, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't think people understand, yeah, Wallow doing his thing, but Gilly still is a superstar. Gilly used to write for Wayne. You see what I mean? I just think it could be a big time platform, bro, because it's not out there at all, bro. That's just me.
Hey man, we can work on something like that. Like I said, man, we can definitely try to put something together where it's boxing talk, of course, but everything. That's really what I. Bro. Man, you know, I love, once again, I love boxing, but I talk everything, and there are times I will hold you. One thing I love about having a channel, there are times I can go off and I can talk about what the fuck I want to talk about sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do that. Hence the reason I started the channel. But, I'm with you. I got you. I feel where you're coming from.
You can't do that either. thing I'm telling you, and I don't think people understand this, bro, is that you don't realize how much better we can be together than we can apart. And I see that. And see, I'm gonna tell you something funny. I've been doing YouTube 6 months. I got 650,000 views in 6 months. So I figured out I got the personality for it. I just need to get those counterparts so we can grow. And at the end of the day, we split everything a share like a funny man. At the end of the day, this is just all fun anyway. But why not get paid for our performance? You see what I'm saying? Why not? Why not? Like, I see so many cats doing it, linking up. At the end of the day, man, I don't think people are like, there's a reason when you watch, I don't know if you watch Joe Budden's show, but since Queen Flip has been on there, it's a different show. Because me and Queen Flip was our age. So Joe Budden can't keep you talking about this old 50-year-old brother stuff all day. Because Queen Flip's gonna call him old. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean, bro. I'm telling you, this show, it might say BBO Box. I'm actually thinking about changing the name just to BBO. Or BBO Entertainment or something. I don't know yet, but something, bro, because I'm telling you, bro, we got something, man. We got something. We got something. We only got a few pieces away, bro.
Hey, man, look, this is what we'll do. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I got some. I got some I want to run by you. A couple other individuals. I had something in mind. So give me a minute, BVO, and we will be in contact. We will be in contact. I'm just, and I ain't gonna hold you. I see where you coming from. I got some other shit I'm thinking about, and I don't want to run it until I can run it, if that makes sense. And so, give me a few, and then I got you, bro. I got you.
Hey, whatever you want to do.
Hey, but before we do that, I gotta tell you this.
What's that?
You gotta come through one night, man. I need you to show up and show out one night. I will. I'm gonna show you. I'll be live probably Monday. Around, and it's late night. It's like now. It'll be probably about 11:30, something like that. I go live.
All right.
I'm gonna see that 11:30 Eastern time. You on Central time, correct?
No, I'm Eastern time.
Damn. Hold on. What, you in Cleveland, right? I mean,
yeah. That's Eastern time. This ain't Chicago.
I always thought y'all was on Central. I thought all of Ohio was on Central time.
No, none of Ohio is. We all Eastern Standard Time like Atlanta.
God damn, bro. I ain't been no motherfucking where. But anyway, so look, bro, hey, it is what it is. But I will hit you up, bro. I got some shit. I got some shit for you, bro. I think you'll like what I'm talking about, and I think I can bring you into a good situation, bro. I think I can. But give me some time. Appreciate it, though.
Hey, man, I appreciate you hopping on. Like I said, your boys on here just trying to get some more watch time.
Hold on. Now, what are we debating? Nah, break. And I got to smoke with you on that. Out of everybody that called out, you called me out. All right, go ahead. What are we debating on?
Like
what are we debating?
When I drop you, I'm gonna be on the phone for phone.
All right.
You got a lot of respect out here, bro.
See, hold on. So you clout chasing me. You clout chasing me.
Hey, I'm like Randy Orton, man. I'm coming to knock the legends out.
Man, listen, man.
I'm like my boy Randy Orton, man.
Oh man, y'all wild, man. Listen, everybody. You know what's so funny?
What's that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't. Man, I done had probably 4 people. 5 people in the last week called me out for debates, for individual, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, damn, what the hell did that? Like, ain't nobody ever looked for me for shit, bro. Like, what's going on right now?
Hey, you with this is the thing, and this is no disrespect. You said I said disrespect. You with a big personality is unstoppable. Like, see, me and Naka are the same, so it wouldn't work with me and him. because we're the same type of person. But you with a big personality, you bananas, man.
You said you and who? You and who?
I said I'm talking about like if I was trying to like have like Knockout do what I want you to do with the channel, it wouldn't work because we're the same kind of personality. What I'm saying is the personality that you have is so dope. When you with a big personality, it's even more magnified. So then when they see you on the Knockout show judging and then you do the after show, people will be looking for what you got to say. So how cool is it to say, hey, I got him though. I got him, the dude that's doing all this talking, I got him.
Is that why you got smoke with me?
That's what it is, man.
Oh no.
I gotta come get my brother, man.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I gotta come get you, man.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Oh man. Can I be real? I gotta be real with you. I gotta be Hold on. I got a cough I can't catch. Hold on, I got a cough I can't catch. God damn.
My boy Greg, that's I got a cough I can't catch.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on.
Okay. Get some water, man.
All right, I'm good. Okay. Hold on, man. Listen, I gotta be real.
I think I can beat you too.
Huh?
That also goes. So
No. You know, no.
I can beat you pretty easy.
Brett, the topics you brought. What's the topics you brought up tonight? I cooked you on every one.
No, you didn't. You got good. What are you talking about?
All right. You got it, brother. You got it. You know what happened. It is what it is. This is my problem, though. This is my thing right here. And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that, bro.
You don't like what?
So what you telling me
Mm-hmm.
is, and it's crazy. The craziest thing to me is that I don't see it this way. You see it this way. I don't see it this way.
What's that?
You think I got a little clout now, and so you're gonna call me out. That's what you telling me.
No, basically this is what
Hold on. You already said it. BVO. Hey. BVO. Now you know I got love for you. We can play this back. We can play it back.
Hey, we can play it back. But let me tell you this. This is what it is.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
Go ahead.
We can play it back. You already said it. This is my thing right here.
What's that?
Right? Why not? Instead of calling me out, just be like, hey, bro, look, we can have it going. And if I be like, nah, I don't know yet. What if you do it now? What's gonna happen? You calling me out, bro? Now I gotta fight you. Now I gotta fight you, bro.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Now, let me tell you. Now that's gonna make it easy for you. I see George Kambosos with all the belts.
Huh?
I'm coming to get him.
Hold on, wait. Say that again.
I said now that Tio don't have the belts, I see George Kambosos with him. I'm coming for the belts.
Who is George? Oh, I'm George Kambosos?
Yeah. I'm coming for an easy win like that. I'm coming like that. I won't be easy. Ain't that what your boy did? Why is it Tio didn't have the belts no more? Then you want to fight now? I'm doing the same thing.
All right, I got it. I see. I got to come at niggas' heads instead of being calm, cool, and you know, I try to be. I'm respectful to everybody. You know, this is the craziest thing to me. I'm respectful to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't show nobody anything but love. No, you can't tell me one individual. You give me Southpaw. Okay, cool. I say I don't fuck with him because of what he said about my family. It is what it is. Anybody who runs into me and talks to me, you know, I don't show nothing but love. And did what I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna be honest. Since you want the smoke, you picked the wrong one. And the bad thing is, the bad thing is I got love for you. But when you do something like this, when you want to call me out,
yeah.
As I've shown you love, as I've always shown you love, but you feel like you can knock me off. I'm gonna crucify you, and then after I crucify you, and name the topics. You name the topics. After I crucify, and I'm taking it personal. I'm taking it personal. I'm taking it personal. You could have just, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Hey, call me Devin Angry, man. I want George to go.
No, all right.
And guess what? Just for you saying all this cash money right now, I'm gonna make a post and call you George Kambosos. Now I want the belt, George. It's that simple. Now I want the belt. Now that Big Bad T ain't there no more, I want the belts.
I don't even have belts. I don't even debate like that.
I know you don't.
But at the end of the day, I got you. I understand where you're coming from, and I have no, and this is the problem. I'm not a debate champion, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown, man. You know that.
and this is why I do respect it, because people see me in a way I don't see myself yet. But it's okay. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and I don't even think that I can. It is what it is, but I appreciate the love. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. And BVO, we can get it. Give me the topic, BVO. What's the topic? What are we talking about? Hold on. We talking about what? I can't hear you.
I said we talking about Canelo, and we can talk about how you want Canelo to be Superman, but you ain't telling nobody else.
Hold on. You break. I can barely hear. It sounds like you're fixing. You've been in the microwave. You might be.
I'm walking around like crazy.
Oh yeah. I'm like, damn, you all over the place. I can't hear you.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, so I want to talk about Canelo, and I've heard you say Canelo should fight this guy, Canelo should fight that guy. I want to debate you on that, because I feel like those guys need to have their own career and stop waiting on Canelo.
All right. Cool. So the questions, Canelo is fine. That's fine. Mm-hmm. I just want to make sure. And matter of fact, do you mind? We can do this at Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Do you mind?
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right, perfect. I will hit Knockout up. You know, that's my brother. I fought with him the long ways. I will hit him up, and we will try to put this together. All right, so Canelo, give me your top three, or the three questions you want to go off of with Canelo.
I'll think of something. I'll send them to you.
All right. Well, send. How soon can you send them to me? Do you think?
I have them to you in the morning.
Bet. And then that'll give me the opportunity to reach out to him. I know he has something going. So like, this weekend, or excuse me, not this weekend, on Monday.
Whatever you want to do.
Hold on, brother. I'm just trying to be. I got to break it down honestly. On Monday, I think he has a debate going on Monday, and then he also releases the question to the individual in the tournament. So that's Monday. I'll be covering that as well. Tuesday, Wednesday, we might be able to do the 17th. Can you do Wednesday?
I gotta look and I'll tell you in the morning.
Okay, that's a bit. Wednesday or Thursday. Let's try to do one of those days. Let me know which one, and then and send me the questions, and I'll send them to Knockout, and we'll try to make it happen, bro.
Okay. Hey,
I still gotta say, man, I'm just out of everybody to come with, out of everybody to come at. I support you as much as anybody.
I support you,
but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Hey, but this is the thing. George Kambosos got the belts. I want the belts.
Damn, and now I'm George Kambosos. Ain't that a motherfucker? Right?
Hey, you know I'm about to make a post and say that.
Ain't that a motherfucker? Hey, you know what's so crazy? You're Cam Bob, and I'm Devin. And I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how real quick. Because everybody expect me to win, and I'm gonna win. And you have the titles. And when we say title, you got the follow. You got more followers than I got. And so because of that, everybody. Hey, we know he has the titles, but Devin is gonna win the fight, and we will make it clear and unanimous when we defeat him. It is what it is. But salute to you. But I got to tell you, BVO, I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you, BVO.
I mean, don't get knocked down. Don't get knocked down.
Hey, no, it's not. It's not about getting knocked down. It's not. Look, the same way Devin was disappointed in Kambosos, right? Because Kambosos wanted to go to Lomachenko. In this situation, it is what it is. We're not going to talk about it. You know what's so funny?
What's that?
Do you remember Miguel Cotto? Never mind. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there.
You know what this really is like? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of that, bro. I'm about to go to bed.
No, go on and do your thing, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this. Really, what it's like Monster Anyway when you go up there to stop Steve Foden. That's what it really is. I'm Monster Anyway coming to the bigger man to come get some of the belts off of him.
No, I don't. How am I the bro? You got to follow, bro. You got to follow. You the bigger channel.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. You got the respect. I don't have it.
Huh?
So I gotta drop somebody. Let them know I'm gonna make my reputation on you, and everybody know not to.
And there we go. And see, this is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to make your reputation on me.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, you're gonna get hurt. Hey, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt in this battle, and we're gonna make it. All right. You got it. Hey, I'm out for the night, BVO. Hey, shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother BVO Boxing. He doing his thing over here. I ain't got nothing but love for you. But yeah, you're gonna get hurt, and we're gonna. All right, we got it, brother. We got it.
Hey. I want to say this before we get off. Shout out to my man Dub Rightside. Hopefully soon to be part of BVO Nation. But
hold on. See, and this is the thing. The man trying to recruit me, and now he want to battle me.
But listen,
man,
this is what I'm gonna tell you. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna hit you with like my man Ryan, like my man Tank said. I'm gonna get you, and then I'm gonna get knocked out. But I'm gonna get you first. I'm not ready for knockout yet. I'm gonna come get you first. I'm gonna come get you first.
This is gonna be amazing right here. This is gonna be.
Shout out to my man Dub Rightside. Shout out to my man Knockout 86 Boxing. Nothing but love. I'm coming for Dub next first, and then I got a list like Tank. I got a list. I'm coming for all the smoke. It's your boy BVO Boxing. Like, comment, subscribe, and we gone. Peace.